Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
Hey, 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 shake your tambourine and praise the Lord. But the leaf on the top of my mind, it comes a win a revival time. Everybody shake up the tambourine and praise the Lord. Everybody!
Yeah, man, welcome back up in I sitting. I mean, I say welcome back. Well, good afternoon. Yeah, bring down them levels. Yeah, yeah. We're good. Morning, people. Mr. Morning. Proper respect indeed. Well, it's all about a Gospel Tuesday. It's a Gospel Tuesday. We want to large up everybody in I sitting. I feel good in idea. Challenges exist, but that's life. If you live, think about it, Sometimes you have too much problem, yeah? But if you live a life without problems, you would die from boredom. If you lived a life without problems, you would die from boredom. Jeremy, hey, when I notice that some people like them go someplace and say them want to stay forever, because they might enjoy it. And what them not realize is the reason why they might enjoy it. They say, true, them just there for a look at time, And they might get the goodness of the thing, But, like enough people come to Jamaica and talk about them want to stay forever. Poor them. And couldn't even manage it. Yeah, I have no visitors come from abroad. They want to stay at Jamaica forever. We love the place. You have to try and live here, so. Because you have wicked people down here. You understand? Big up all like wicked people, because when they have phone, we're going to straighten out and who refuse to be straightened. May you be damned to the bottomless pit of Hades. That's both the term for hell. Right? May Satan forever start to know. Yo, you can imagine a start out from Satan. Yo, that's like a hot. Get it? Hot. Corny joke. Oh my God, I crack myself up.
It gives you meaning to your thumb up on fire.
Yo, Satan, I got start out like say it like a but of course, hello, this is hell. What you expect? You understand? What of them out, man, Satan I start them out. All them hand them to you. Some man out there, Satan I start them out and think. Yo, what if Satan were gay?
I think he was.
I think Satan is a bisexual.
The snake, I could have, maybe I never eat him after, you know what I mean? I could have Adam.
Did I move to?
Yeah.
And Eve run for rescue Adam and Satan. They say, all right, since you're running,
but all along, Satan Satan plan got to her because I really Adam him the one for bite fame apple. And it happened. It did.
Hey, you know what? One day, them big shot people go and see and go, that's the little girl who is Michelet. Potty mouth.
Yo, have a little mix up.
No, well, man. No, I am stating it right here, categorically clear, that the evidence suggests strongly that Satan is a bisexual.
Yeah.
Satan is a bisexual. I'm inviting Michelet, Ruth, or Jermaine to provide some evidence that would debunk that conclusion.
Oh, I remember.
What?
I don't know if it was only in a movie, but there's this God movie, and Satan, because Satan can't take on any form, because him say transform.
Right.
And him dress up like a woman.
Yes.
Lost off of Jesus. For make Jesus lost off him, yeah. One pretty woman.
Dress up like a woman for make Jesus
him
lost off
him in a woman, yeah.
But
yeah.
Jesus don't lost. God don't lost.
No, he didn't.
Okay, all right. God don't lost. And God thinks sort out different. But Satan is a bisexual.
Yeah, man.
Satan is a bisexual. And like many of the church people, I'm always say, as Miss Thelma explained, Satan manifests himself in the form of demons and duppies and whatever. And some of those, they come over like they're human beings. And that is why we have so many Satans in Jamaica right now. And I'm going to give you
Look beside you.
I'm going to give you the names of some of the people who are really manifestation of the bisexual Satan. Okay. Why do I just know that Cliff Hughes is listening and said, oh God, no, please, please. Why do I know that Liz Bennett and Cliff Hughes is like, God, I hope him not call nobody name, you know?
Yeah.
I hope him not call for your name or fame name. Now I'm not calling the first person, I do not call it.
Hey, but you know, say Satan, a be a blank Satan fire though.
What?
Be a blank Satan fire. Because with film work, it must hectic for sister, yo, him wanna do all them work. If him do him could have push out.
No, and a blank Satan a fire, man. Satan a bully pa devil picnic, man.
No, man, him need
Damien
somebody
Omen.
straight from the line.
Damien Omen, Satan.
Need somebody from the line.
Satan. Yeah, there's some strong dopey and Satan people in Jamaica, right? I hear that mix up your people. We got the Rasta man right at the public transportation. I suck him finger.
Oh, ew.
There's several things just wrong with that. Several things wrong with it. First, he's a grown man. Don't suck your finger if you're a grown man. All right? Second, if you're a grown man and suck your finger, don't suck your finger in a public transportation. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to see that. Jesus. We have a whole heap of things that we have see already, but we're not too want to see already. Then figure look. Third, if you're a grown man sucking your finger in public, don't be a Rasta man doing it. You understand?
Yeah.
Raskava rule right now, may I tell you. Mutabaruka rule right now. 20 rebels still a counting rebel salute money and have to stop right now. I'm vexed, you understand? Sizzla Kolanji vex right now. Right? I even all of the fake Ras them vex.
All I win.
All I win vex, right? I'll Bujo vex. But you say, you know, some done the violence because of the judge, but John, with the box, the boy, you know, the boy, they violate with the box, the boy. You understand?
But you can't lick up on him and lick up on the people that will still a suck tongue.
Yeah, a lot of grown people still suck them tongue, yeah. A lot of grown people still suck them tongue. And know when them suck them tongue, though, the way they set them mouth and do that something, they say, no. If you wonder what go on, they say, don't. A lot of me know people in them 40s still suck their tongue. Right? I have friends and relatives. What?
Jeremy said suck your tongue.
No, I suck tongue, just not mine. But big and serious. To the grown people, when we realize that it's a comfort thing, don't it? It's a comfort thing when people suck them fingers and suck them tongue. Yannick suck our tongue, though. Yannick, you know suck your tongue?
It show up on our face.
It show up on your face, no? Show up on our face. Yannick, you suck your tongue for you? No.
I still do.
You do?
Yeah, but not in public. Like, if me I go my bed or, you know, I'm like a comfort zone and I'm a bed or whatever, yeah.
But where you get from it? I don't know what.
It just comforting, like, from my baby, me I do it. So, you understand what I'm saying? And I like a finger where people are going to see, or, it, you know, it's going to give me a buff teeth or whatever. It's just really comforting. You know, some people find comfort in food, music, TV, teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, you find it comforting in your tongue?
Just sound wrong.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The act is, I think when you become grown people, you must stop sucking your tongue.
I'm not grown.
You're a big-ass steering woman right now. You're not picnic. You understand? I just think we need, this is another movement we need. We need to prohibit, deter, adults from engaging in these infantile behavior where they're sucking their tongue and sucking their fingers in public and things. We shouldn't have a grown Rasta man in a public transportation and sucking finger and things. It not sound right. It not sound right. Okay. Strange but simple things. You know, we need to have a feature like that. You know, Jeremy? Strange but simple things. You never notice that you have some people who sleep bad on the bed, right? right, Yannick? Them roll, them will tumble, them will kick, them spread out and this and that. You ever notice that them never jump off of the bed yet? You ever notice that? Them never jump off of the bed yet, you know?
True. Some just tell them unconscious, say, yo, you're up on the edge. Just second right there, so. And like, say for the left side, they're at the edge.
Yeah.
Then we just fling up the right side and the left side now move. I don't know.
No. But here's the thing, here's the thing, You know what I think is that, you know, you have a map in your unconscious. That even when you asleep, that map, you know, well, you're not conscious, but I think that map, you're still regulating your movement according to that map, right? It is something along those lines. Can you ever notice that when the bed they on the corner and it have one corner, them roll and I'll kick up the wall upon the corner, they itch up in another corner and sit in some angle upon the corner there. Make the bed in the middle where it don't have any corner. And them not jump up on either side.
True that.
Me wonder what go even picnic.
Yeah, come now like mine if you sleep, but and him never drop off.
Never jump off of the bed yet. Even picnic. Never jump off of the bed yet.
And him say fling up.
Him said that shout. Him say spread up.
Him say just leg on my body. Yeah.
When they give you to call the show and say, my dad, them a come and give me chuck and I never want chuck. I just fling down my body.
No man, but yeah, people sleep bad and them
don't jump off a bed. But then you have the rare occurrences where people are jump off a bed. Anybody ever jump off a bed?
Oh gee, I'll never forget that night. I get one coof on the ground. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I did young. I want to get up, my mother give me a Milo.
No, me never jump off a bed yet. Me never jump off a bed yet.
That's
me never jump off a bed yet. Me never want to jump off a bed.
Hey, you saw your drop, man. It's like you hear news, you just fly up and you wonder why, you know, when the drop really connect.
Me never jump off a bed, but me I sleep somewhere. Hey, I want that terrible thing though when you sleep and you sleep like I'm going to drop, I lick up somewhere, you know. Because, let me tell you what is awful about that. It's when you lick somewhere, you see, because you're asleep, you don't feel the connect, you don't feel the pain yet, you know. You don't feel it's until you get up and you realize you drop and that's how the pain sinking when your blood starts circulating, you know, man. Mm-hmm. And if you're not careful, it will mad you. No, if you're not careful.
That's all like you meet it regular, man.
No, man. I have, you know, when we did dip on the street, you know. You know? Because I'm afraid to talk. When I don't know, we used to run when me a picnic and thing and whatever. And so forth, and used to live in a street, so them time they asleep a gully I hide from police and all about, you know. One time I was asleep in a mango tree.
Oh, you balance?
No. What Yannicka said, my must drop was a mango tree. My girl, at that, may I tell you, you see, once you know where you're there, you will buck and come up quick, you know, or whatever, you know, but you're not drop. You're not drop.
Box up for 2 times.
Yeah, you box up for 2 times and catch a limb and hold back a balance and thing. But you're not drop. All right. You ever notice, say, not care how on a dream of on a danger reach, you know, in a dream, like whatever. Nobody ever dreams of them dead. They might dream of them outside of them body. And look upon them body. Right? But that is still a state of consciousness. But nobody ever dreams that somebody stab them, kill them, and them dead. Or them jump off a cliff and them dead. Because the minute you do that, you're dead.
Yeah.
You cannot dream say you're dead, you know.
I'm going to tell you about my man.
You cannot dream say you're dead.
Ever dream say crocodile.
But you're always the right at the edge as you go dead. Yeah. You jump up out of your sleep.
Like I jump off of the bridge.
And some people confuse that with saying, no, but my dream I see my body. Yes, your dream I see your body, but that is still a state of being. That is still a state of consciousness. In other words, your dream say you are a living duppy, to use a contradiction in turn. But you cannot dream say something that happened to you and it kill you and you're dead. Nobody can dream that. These are deep mysteries of the mind, you know. How you sleep. And people who are going and sleep in a bus, or train or whatever, then buck, then lick the saw, and somebody whatever they saw, and then still not get up. And then this and then that, and you watch them, you know. And then this and then that, and whatever, and then still not get up. And Just before they reach and stop.
Yeah.
Just before they reach and stop, then get up quick, and say, okay, I get up and stop like that.
I chew that, but one day it failed me though.
It failed you.
Miserably.
No, it has failed me on one or two. But anyway, we will have break. We're so far.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to the call and talk up the things, them.
Yo, people, talking about dream and thing. You know, it's a whole heap of people that talk about what they were before in another life. You know, there's some people that give some serious argument about what they were before in another life. You never hear people give them arguments? You never hear people tell that they were a king before in another life and all them something, and this is not their life and all them something.
No.
Jeremy, you never hear them something? You hear them think they all the while on the road. Eh? I have always wondered, why are these people always kings and queens and rich and why nobody was like a maggot in their life before? Why? Why wasn't anybody a lizard, a cockroach? Why?
I don't know.
Well, my reasoning is that it must be one or either two. That the process of being something, of thinking you were something in another life, just has to do with what you would want to be.
So nobody wants to be a maggot.
So nobody wants to be something bad. Which means that if most people were alive before, it was some spectacularly rich and wonderful life, it means that this whole notion of having a life before doesn't exist. Because it's improbable. It's statistically, well, when you're dealing with the supernatural, I guess statistics are irrelevant, right? But, well, you know what I say. If everybody who dreams of them in a life before, them did, it was something bigger or whatever, they said that, then it means that is evidence in of itself that a lie them I tell not go so. It's their imagination. It's another delusional episode on their part. So anytime anybody attack with but you have some kind of environmentalist, naturalist type of people though, who would tell you they were a deer before, or they were a tiger before, or they were a gazelle or a zebra, or they say they were a cat before or a dog before. I was nothing before, no. As far as me concerned. You understand? And when me dead and gone, I will be nothing then. Just like everybody else. In terms of the physical. Right? Some people get preoccupied with leaving a legacy and so forth so that people can remember them and whatever. Which many evolutionary social scientists say, it is the human being's vain attempt at immortality to live forever. So, leave a legacy so that you'll always remember them. So, a paraphrase of it is that they live on forever. One could argue that Paul Bogle is living on forever. Because we still talk about Paul Bogle, I don't know, don't you? Whatever? Okay, well, but I'm just not preoccupied with those things. People, I have something I want to share with you today, and I want you to take it very seriously. I want you to listen to this. Facebook profile info used to hack into women's email accounts and get nude images. But I tell you what, brother, I'm going. No, you see before, Wood, always stay with something, man. Always stay with it. Oh, okay. All right, you know what? No, I could do that after Artist of the Week and everything. Now let us go to our Can You Believe It? Okay, people, it's about 24 minutes to 2 o'clock. It's a good time for... Can you believe it? True stories from around the world that make you say, Papa Jesus, anything can really go, so I want big up Link up in Orlando, Florida, who sent us this one again. Jason, a real tuggy out from down here saying I get to and sitness, a big up. World's oldest dad likes it 3 times a night at age 94. World's oldest dad likes it 3 times a night at age 90. I don't care. These are the type of men who make all people like me feel like crap in them. Him a 94 and him love Sato 3 times a night. I'm sorry, but him have some medical sickness. Him have some sickness. Anyway, I hear him first name Randy. Randy Ramjeet Raghav. Oh, he has a Rag in his name. Has called a halt to his 3 times a night sex life after becoming the world's oldest father at the age of 94. He said he was put his lovemaking with his wife on hold as they focus on bringing up their new son. Ramjeet said, I'm healthy and I enjoy sex with my wife. I think it's very important for a husband and wife to have sex regularly. When she asks, I will go on all night, but for the sake of my child, I've put our needs aside for now. The wife in her 50s said, he doesn't seem old to me. He can make love like any 25-year-old man. Even better, because he can go all night, and he's a wonderful father. Ramjeet, who lives with his wife and son in a 2-room hut, earns £12 a week digging fields for 9 hours a day in India. But he added he hates work since becoming a father to his first child. Now I like the story. But he added he hates work since becoming father to his first child. He said, I still have to make money, so I've had to drag myself to the fields. Now Ranjit wants more children. He said, in 6 months' time, we'll try for another wonderful son. Again, people, there's a 94-year-old man. And at 94-year-old, hold on. If I'm a 90-year-old and his wife are 50-year-old, I mean, him 40 years older than her. Right? And people at 90-year-old, man, a real thing I tell you, that man here blaze up. The man here sort out all 3 times a night, non-stop. You understand? And at 94-year-old, he get him force you. All who have done me, back up, okay? Raga, fret not thyself, there is hope. People at 94-year-old, a man goes up, boom, and send on him force you. You understand? And him, hold on, dude. Something not going on here, saying. The wife is in her 50s. We are well aware that there are rare instances where, the ability for a woman to have a child is extended up into the 50s, where it put it this way, it's actually not uncommon. But usually, that is over and done with at that time, right? Am I correct? Right? Menopause. I wouldn't want to call it. You put men on pause or whatever. But what's the likelihood, though, of a man being 94-year-old and being able to still have sex up to 3 times a night, non-stop, just keep going? Not only that, but have healthy sperms to the point where we can still produce a child. But not only that, has a wife who can bring that child in her 50s. I think we need to learn some more of this story, don't it? What you say, Ruth? I think we need to learn more of this story. However, that being said, though, I must point out that, again, when I was studying, one of the things I came across, one time we came across this thing that a lot of the things that we assume is average, that, like we say, in general, women only have children up to this age or whatever, these are actually only Western constructions, that, for example, are dependent on a Western diet or whatever. And what they're saying in remote parts of the world where people eat very differently and their health is very different and their work ethic is very different and so forth and things like that, they find that these people defy what we assume to be average, what we assume to be normal. And the truth is that the normal we have defined is really abnormal when you compare it to what's going on in the rest of the world. Because very often when studies are done, they're done in, Western societies, the Caribbean, North America, Europe, and whatever, right? So, and unfortunately, when they go to developing nations, they tend to do studies that have to do with poverty and them type of something there and whatever. And the methodology tend to be biased and skewed, towards a Western paradigm. But again, the argument has been made convincingly too, that what we consider to be normal over here very often is not normal in other places. And when we see them in other places, we say that is abnormal, when in truth, that is what is normal. Right? What is normal in Jamaica is not necessarily normal in Canada. What is normal in Canada is not necessarily normal in deep rural India. One of them things. But there you have it, people. A 94-year-old man still a do the things them 3 times a night and say breed up him wife. She goes to Bamston and send her out. Him force you to mad sitting. That was
Believe it? Oh my God, do you believe that?
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God, do you believe that?
yes. We're going to really just mix up now. And in case you're wondering, DJ Chris Cross is not here today. DJ Chris Cross is not here today. And I also want to remind you that Mixup Yard, the server, the company, GoDaddy.com, apparently they're doing some stuff that has resulted in the site not being down. It's a server-side problem, I understand. And they're working hard to address the problem. Well, somebody just sent in something, said the woman about the man, the 94-year-old man, say me think him I do the things, him bust the youth and whatever, but he's saying that's not necessarily the case. Okay, we want to go to religious mix-up right now. Yes, we're good? Okay, and for religious mix-up today, it is our pleasure to have with us a well-known person from one of the denomination that I was raised in, Baptist. I am a Baptist and a revivalist and thing, My mother was a staunch Baptist and insisted I only go to Baptist school. Hence, I went to Calabar all age. When I took common entrance back in the day, she said, your first choice must be Calabar High. And I went to Calabar High. Baptist. Big up Calabar. And we have with us today, pastor of the Boulevard Baptist Church, the Reverend Devon Dick, a man who is also has a column in the Glean, and one who I might add is not afraid of expressing himself, and can be quite challenging and provocative at times when you read his article. Quite fearless at times. And do we have the Reverend Dick with us today? Good afternoon, Reverend Dick. How are you, sir?
Not bad. Hope you don't get me into any Mixup and Blenda.
Who, me? No.
Well, I know you're a brother Stewart now, so I'm happy to know that you're a native Baptist.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did not know that?
I did not know you're a revivalist, so I didn't realize that.
Well, yes.
Baptist and Baptist, then you put the two together.
Exactly. And as you, because you're quite educated about many of these things, I realize. And as you know, of all the so-called formal European religions, the Baptist Church is actually the one that is closer to the Afrocentric denominations, we might say, such as revivalism and so. Am I correct?
I don't want to correct you on here, but I know you'll read my book, The Cross and the Machete.
Right.
The Baptist of Jamaica, and get a better understanding. But
Right.
Yeah.
No, but feel free to correct me on here, and I appreciate you don't want the thing and that. But we have two mottos here: laugh, learn, and grow, and the next one is thick skin and broad back. So you must can take the heat when it comes. So I welcome being corrected.
The Native Baptists of Jamaica were reacting to the European prejudice
Okay.
of the English Baptist churches, in that they were saying that they felt they were competent and capable
Right.
and called by God to be pastors, not only persons who are Caucasians who could be pastors.
Right.
They were really reacting to the racial prejudice within the English Baptist churches.
Right. And I would imagine that the Baptist church that emerged amongst the native Baptists at that time was one that reflected some of the Afrocentricities that we sometimes put under the rubric of revivalism and Zionism and Pocomania. So is that correct?
No, I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't pick up that in my research.
Okay.
What they did, though, was to interpret the Bible passages differently.
Okay.
And they also, and again, they use the same English hymnals, but they interpreted them differently, and they sang ones that the English Baptists were afraid of. So they were still schooled, or influenced, I would say schooled,
right.
influenced by the hymnals and the Bible and the, in a way, the worship patterns of the Europeans. But they interpreted to say that they were equal to all persons, so that's why they can be pastors. That's why they set up schools.
Right.
Right. They felt that they were calling for justice, that the George Lyle, who came from America and was of African descent, should be credited as forming the Baptist churches, and not that they make it sound as if Baptist work started when the English missionaries came. So they're calling for justice and things like that. That was them. It was more focused in terms of that rather than style of worship.
Okay, interesting. But today, what we really want to talk about in terms of religious mix-up is the church and politics. And I could start from here. Should the church be involved in formal politics, in this case, PNP and JLP politics?
Well, as you know, Dr. Stewart, that politics has to do with governance.
Right.
It has to do with legislation. It has to do with how you allocate resources, how you give contracts, who get the contracts. It has to do with priorities. It has to do with, health, having a good health system, good educational system, good security. So if you define politics like that, then the church must be involved, because it is God's world. The world belongs to God, and we must be interested in how persons are treated fairly and equally, so that everybody has an opportunity to fulfill their God-given abilities and enjoy the resources of the land.
Quite so, because when we look at some of the so-called developed nations that we tend to admire for being, for showing the first world characteristic, look at the United States, the late Jerry Falwell and all these people, Billy Graham and all these people, they have always been involved in politics. They take sides and think, what is one the name of the 700 Club? I'm not particularly fond of him, but nonetheless, Pat Robertson and them Robertson. And all of those. But the point is, in the U.S. culture and elsewhere, it is quite normal. People don't see the church being diametrically opposed. Nonetheless, though, there is a debate about the separation of church and state that is always occurring in the United States. But one gets the impression that it's okay for the church to defend a side and to support a candidate. Can you explain to me, why is it the case here in Jamaica that, in general, we still, when a church start getting into politics, we say, what you doing a God business that? Where you going in politics or whatever? Why is that the case down here?
Yeah, what they're really trying to do is that when the church supports the status quo, things as they are, the powerful, encouraging people to work hard, to be submissive,
right,
to be on time, punctual for job, people like that. And that's fine.
Right.
But when you start to talk about issues of justice, equality, fair pay for work done, those are the things that people don't like.
Okay.
Corruption, benefits being given to preferential persons, they don't touch that. Leave that alone. Leave the status quo as is, and say things that will help the rich to get richer and the powerful to consolidate the power. So that's the problem.
Okay, I see. But is there something inherently wrong with a pastor, either a pastor or the governing body in a church, a pastor along with the other leaders, making some kind of assessment, whatever methodology they choose to use, and then reaching a conclusion that, based on our sussing out of this thing, we feel either, they may say the Jamaica Labour Party or we feel say the People's National Party need to be the one to be supported right now because the platform that they have presented is a better platform for the nation, whether the JLP or the PNP. Is there something wrong with a pastor or a church coming out and saying that? And how should somebody in the congregation feel knowing that they come to church? Well, it's a double-barreled question, but knowing that they come to church for spiritual upliftment and they want spiritual food to be rejuvenated, and they hear them pastor basically support either the PNP or the JLP. Do you see where that type of contestation is somewhat confusing for some people when they go to church?
Well, there is a difference between the pastor having a personal preference and he's telling the congregation who to choose, I think it's quite in order for him or her to have a particular preference and to say that he feels that this is a party that is closest to the values as he or she sees it. But I don't think he should use the pulpit for that. I mean, you might have discussions within the context where people can dialogue, agree and disagree, but the pulpit, you don't have a chance to react apart from the amens. But so I think things like that, you probably need a dialogue, Okay. But definitely, you can support policies that you think are consistent.
Okay.
There are different policies that you might like for whichever party, different parties, and you can say, yes, this policy will lead to good for the nation, and you can support that for the purpose, but not in terms of a overall political.
I see what you're saying. So if you have a situation where the government or the opposition come out and say, well, we want to launch an initiative that will help children in so on, so on, so on. This is how we're going to do it, and we want to mobilize this constituency and so forth and whatever. You're saying there's nothing wrong with a pastor or a church coming out and saying, I think that's a good idea, what they're proposing, but you're saying one has to make a distinction between supporting that policy, that initiative, as opposed to saying, a PNP must say straight, all I want to say PNP to praise the Lord, hallelujah.
Right. And you allocate the resources, the contracts.
Who get the contracts, allocation. I've said it every day.
And what person they're going to use, what a competent person to carry out these policies. You have to be interested because sometimes the people that ask to do a job, they neither have the expertise nor the experience nor the aptitude for that.
Yeah, and it's only political favors why they're getting the jobs and so forth. And then the resulting incompetence is it turns out to be detrimental to the people and the country on a whole and whatever. And you're saying that definitely the church should have a voice in processes such as that, with the idea being things going to be better off for us in the long run. So I just want to say yes, go on.
I suppose we need to think through some of the things that we are doing and on the basis. I mean, I don't know if you heard that. I said that a member of the commission of inquiry into the man that does this thing is getting $35,000 a year. I mean, an hour, $35,000 an hour. And the basis on which they are justifying is that is what he would get in his law practice. But if we do that sort of argument, you can run yourself into trouble. Suppose Butch Stewart was on the commission. I was going to pay him what he would get
per hour. There you go.
Are we going to pay what the Dr. Stewart gets as a talk show host?
No, that would be pittance, though. That would be brown money. That would be brown money.
Yeah, what you need to see, these things should be seen as public service.
Right.
If it's going to be a job, then people have to apply for it. And everybody should have opportunity to get this $35,000 an hour job. No, but now that I hear that I want to be on the man at Phelps Commission too, $35,000 an hour. Right. So I'm just saying you can't use it. People are not thinking through their justifications they're giving. So I'm just saying that can't be the reason. I'm thinking that it's because of what the person would earn in their normal practice. It must be some other things that you said that hey, we're going to get used retired persons who would get a what they call a stipend honorarium. Right. Doing it as a service to the nation rather than seeing it as a job in lieu of a job that you would normally do.
Here's the interesting thing. These people are usually eventually lauded for their service. And then it raises a question, would they have...
And they get an OJ for it too.
And they get an OJ for it, but it raises a question, would they have engaged in those service if they weren't going to get the $35,000 an hour?
Right. I'm not have anything against him or what he gets in his normal work, but you're saying that once it is taxpayers' money, you have to think it through and justify it and say, is this the way we are going to spend our money, and is this the best use of funds, and this is the right justification and rationale we are using for coming to a particular figure.
There you go. Reverend Dick, we have to leave it there, but I want to thank you for talking with us today. I really appreciate it, and making your contribution and helping the Jamaican people to continue to realize that it's actually quite normal, and it should be their responsibility that the church carefully gets involved in politics in the country, because we need, when you put couple heads together and think perhaps we can get a better conclusion and solution on the matters that we struggle with. Reverend Dick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, okay, Brother Stewart.
Okay, good. All right, people, that was Religious Mix-Up and Brother Stewart. Ruth is dying. Okay, that was Religious Mix-Up. I'm going to look a break right now. I'm going to send on the news. When we come back, we'll soon fall. All right, people. I just want to share that thing I want to, guys. I go up on Ruth computer. I see it actually. And I was like, bam. Oh, no, this is not a can you believe it. This is just an information, because can you believe it must have an element of seeming impossibility, where it's true. And this is, you can believe this, and it is quite serious. But I just want to know what is possible with this Facebook thing. So I can read this. Facebook profile info used to hack into women's email accounts get nude images. Again, Facebook profile info used to hack into women's email accounts get nude images. And again, the term hack means to break into the person's email account and so forth. I can read it. Listen. People who wonder if perhaps some people give out too much information via social networking sites such as Facebook can look to this story and see the answer is at least sometimes yes. George Samuel Bronk, 23 years old, used profile information from Facebook to hack into women's email accounts, steal nude images of them, naked images of them, and even blackmail them. Bronk pleaded guilty late last week to 7 felony charges. Felony is in the United States equivalent of we saying like a capital charge or something like that. Listen, Bronk used an obvious but clever method to hack into the woman's accounts. Since webmail accounts have password recovery schemes that could be bypassed using information from Facebook profiles such as favorite foods, high school mascots, favorite colors, and so on, once he obtained that information, he would try to hack into an account. If he did, he would then change the password, locking out the original user. And that was just the beginning. Bronk would then scan each woman's sent message folder looking for any nude, naked pictures or videos. If he found any, sometimes he'd pictures, they left out something here, to the woman's entire contact list just for fun. On other times, he'd send pictures to the woman's entire contact list just for fun. On other times, he'd blackmail the woman directly, telling them he'd publish the pictures unless he received more naked pictures from them. One victim called it virtual rape. He would sometimes even double dip, emailing Facebook, using the stolen account to get the password, and then using that account for mischief. The charges Bronk pleaded guilty to in Sacramento Superior Court include computer intrusion, impersonation, and possession of child pornography. He faces up to 6 years in prison and will return in March for sentencing. Reportedly, he hacked into hundreds of accounts, with the woman spread across 17 states in America, and even in England. This is obviously a cautionary tale. While it's probably not going to stop women from sending naked pictures to their booze, many webmail sites allow custom password recover questions. If a user created their own custom question, one which they don't post to their Facebook profile, they wouldn't see this problem happen. It's also possible to use standard questions if you either don't post the answer to the social networking site or mock with the answer with a for response, FAUX. At any rate, it's just another example why you shouldn't share everything on the internet. And just in a nutshell, what's happening here? When you forget your password on a site that you're accessing, Facebook or whatever, they have these little programs where they ask you a question. And the question they may ask you is, what your high school you used to go, or where did you go on your honeymoon, or what city you met your husband or your wife. And when you answer back those questions now, then they allow you to either put in a new password, or sometimes, very rarely, they will send you back your password or whatever the case may be. So what this boy I do, go on Facebook, on the people in Facebook account, and then see all of the things them when them say. So if somebody I put on Facebook, I met my husband at so-and-so, I met my wife at so-and-so, then when him going at the email thing and them look for the thing, him have the information where the person in me, that was, you understand? Oh, I used to go to this and that school, or whatever. My favorite color is green. When him go in there and them ask a question, him have all of the information, can get it right off of Facebook. You understand? And again, I just assure you, I want to know, be cognizant in light of some recent events also, to be cognizant of people hacking into your account. And one of the ways to avoid a problem is to not put the things in place in the first place that can lead to the problem, right? So what I'm encouraging many of you to do is like, one on a dep on the internet and all them something. And be careful on how free up with certain things, you understand? Be careful on how free up with certain things, because when the founder don't know, yes, you have hackers or programmers who can type and do this and that, and them know C++, them know them know JavaScript, them know the different computer languages and so forth, and they can go in, right? But you also have simple programs where you can get off of the internet. You can, there's certain words you can put in, and you don't have to be a computer genius. You can buy the program. I see them selling for $10 and $20. And you can use this program and hack into people's account. You can use this program, set it on a computer where you have to make somebody use a computer. They can use this program, put them on the computers at your workplace. I'm not getting about the ideas, but I'm just telling you what I go on. You just go on and you put them on it. You have program, for example, where record your keystroke. You understand? And the program they run in the background. And it's only you, because you put on the program, you know it there. So when you put it on somebody program, somebody computer where you're in a line. You understand? Load it on. And then you go so bam, bam, and you go check it back and you see what them password is for this and that, whatever. And you go in there, you have all of them business, and then people can just do all kind of things to you. You have a whole bunch of things to me. Now going at them right here, so because, we don't want that catch-22 thing. They will say, solve the problem, and we tell everybody, if we go do the things. You understand? But I just want to be careful what I put on the internet. And I say it already, and I say it again. The last time. No, not the last time, but you know what I mean. When I involve in a certain things, one must protect the people I'm involved with. Me not care nobody wants, me just take that. Right? When involved in a certain thing, just make the people them know them must protect you, you must protect them. One of the way you protect people is like if somebody trusts you enough, I'll go send you some picture. Don't leave the thing careless. Not found a walk around with pictures that somebody trusts you enough, I'll email or something. Somehow put it on the phone and I walk around with it. It's really easy to lose a phone. And then when you lose a phone now, people see that person in there in a most compromising manner and thing with them know I want nobody see because you alone them do that. And somehow no. When me I say careless with information about other people, but more careful with phony information. That is the point I'm making. No found careless with information when people send come go no, whether it be naked picture or whatever, but more careful with phony picture them. You understand? So when me I say, whenever start bouncing thing different, somebody trust you enough or rate you enough and say boom bam bam pray this because whatever, protect that person. You understand? And if you know, so now have some dirty people out there. And you have people who hire hackers. Right? You have computer hackers out there, you know. Who you can hire them for breaking a people's account. You pay them a money. Some of them they are foreign. Some of them they are India. Some of them they are Russia. Some of them they're right there in the United States. Some of them they're right there in Jamaica. Right? They're essentially cyber mercenaries. You know, engaging in a virtual character assassination. These people exist out there, so stop flowing on the internet like it's just a place to be totally free and liberal with everything and not protect yourself. Because remember, you know, there's one rule out there with the internet. Once it gets out, there is no getting it back. Right? So people want to be careful and know say you have dirty people out there and thing who are going with some little arms or sitting. Feel like say them can broke in your account and whatever and have the nerve to come and tell you about, you know, when you get upset at them and are done, then them come and tell you about you were unprofessional and thing. You know, the damn nerve. I tell you about you were unprofessional. How could you have done that and go say after them broke in your account? And wicked, you know. Hey, man, I tell you, say that's right. Actually, you don't even know it. Actually, you can't even say certain things, so, you know. Remember, I tell you, you can't even say certain things on the radio because, you know, some people don't forget move to wicked, and that myself, not too damn wicked. But anyway.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm wanting to call and talk up the things them.
Check. Yo, mix up. Sweetness. Mix up, big up to the man who text him a girl. I'm gonna send the text to him wife. And then when him wife get the text, the wife flip on him and say she want a divorce. And him not coming out of the house in the night. And the night, him say him that I can fly out, but you know, never get ticket in time. So I'm going to stay at the wife, brother yard. When him stay at the wife, brother yard, the brother hear what happen and then tell him, say, the wife, hello, she can't do that, she not fear. Because when she asleep with fear, man, a upper female she come. So him go back down to the wife and make the wife know that. To which the wife respond, and me say, and Jeremy, more I listen to this, you know. This is spoken like a true woman, you know. Follow me, you know, man. Man a text him born a girl. I'm going to send the text to him wife. Wife get the message. Flip on the man. Say she want a divorce. She run him out. Run him out and thing. Him decide say him have got to take it. Him have take it for foreigner or something. Him need some of us stay the night. Him go stay up at the wife brother. Him brother-in-law. When him up there, get the brother-in-law the message. Me understand the brother-in-law, big Christian. And him say fear and balance. The brother-in-law just get eaten and bust it out. Say, no, she can't do that. Because when she asleep with fear about a man, it's up here she come. When him go back down and go confront the wife with it, the wife a cuss him back. And I cuss our brother and say, men, how many times have you heard this phrase from women? It's not the same. How many times have we heard this? It's not the same. Because, boom, she said, it's because him did a bun. Make she go take the man there. One. And she said, two, him take more woman and she only take one man. Of course, that's the only one way him know about it. Right? And 3, she say, our brother wicked because it's not the same. Because the way she find out was her husband being stupid who him send the message to. She said, which is very different from her brother betraying her. And with all those things in consideration, she said, things are unfair against her and they must treat her differently. You tell me if that is not a wicked woman. Eh? Talk the God truth. More lady, Ruth, Liz, may I ask you to Liz? She's not a wicked woman. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, yeah, busy. Right? Is that wicked woman that German? Michelle is not wicked talking truth. Because she ran just as well as a man, don't. I want to hear your voice. What?
Yeah.
Okay. I notice say you're not free up and lick and a sound out and whatever.
No, she is.
She wicked.
Yeah.
She wicked.
Her reasoning alone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the justification which I gonna make, it just not
The
make
man wrong and she wrong.
Yeah, because him send the text to she, but I fear I better talk.
Yeah.
So
No, she has said, I feel stupidity make she find out. So based on the facts that feel stupidity make she find out, as opposed to the facts that fear her brother betray her, she has said, no, life is unfair, right? That's so you can't put her in the same.
What she says her husband stupid. She not stupid. I just
in other words, she said her husband must pay for film stupidity, but she not for pay because she wasn't stupid. It's her brother who she have a right for trust. And him go chat too much. That is what she said. Right? And she said, okay, yeah. Tell the boss, Miracle. All right. Oh, a quick emergency. Play a song there for me, Jeremy. Play a song. Quick emergency. Okay, people, thank you for your patience just now. A bit of an emergency right there, and I had to run to address it with great urgency. But we just said that woman the wicked and thing and whatever, and that's why man have to turn up strong and whatever. Because at the end of the day, the two of them wrong, though. And ladies, me tired for telling you. When you do go on with your deeds, stop going to self-excuse. And men, stop falling for it. This whole thing I like, when we do something bad, we're bad people. When woman do something bad, a man make woman do it. And if I stop them foolishness there. I'm tired for telling them, now let it go. Okay. Anyway, where we upon? We're upon pregnancy mix-up, yeah? Pregnancy mix-up, breeding mix-up, any mix-up involving somebody who said them pregnant, or somebody who said them breed somebody, or somebody who said them a breed and nah breed, somebody who get up every day said them pregnant and this and that, who run a pregnancy can, who really pregnant for true and some drama will come out of it, who pregnant for which relative, who pregnant when they are the wedding and nobody never know. Who pregnant and only find out when the baby a come more and them drama there. Okay, here we go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Lord of mercy. Where Mr. Cherry get you from?
The Lord doesn't have mercy. The Lord gives mercy.
You got the last 24 hours, dear man.
All right. Then I saw it figure, man. We're there for entertain you. We're there for entertain you.
Yes, first call, regular listen.
Okay, all right.
I call you many times but didn't get through. What I call you about to see, Raga?
Eh.
I'm nervous right now still, you know.
Lord.
But I just had the other thing up and the post, the man with the cat.
The man with the cat, the man who asleep with the cat.
Yes, there was a call I called yesterday, you know. I remember there was a program on a couple years ago, a late night show. Used to come and and this lady calling about her husband with the cat.
Her husband with the cat?
Yes. She said the man sleep with the cat all the while and separate himself from her. And anyway, him go, he has to buy nice food for the cat and the versus food for her.
Okay.
Here it's on a late night show. A couple years well. So she said, one night now she decided to say, okay, quick it to and to walk on.
Right.
When she got in the room, the man naked. And they found 1 foot.
They found 1 foot?
1 foot. He lay down on him back. You know the name?
In
the 1 foot turn up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And when he realized the cat, you know,
Yeah.
when to take a look on the bedside table, the butter.
Oh God.
Go at the fridge on the right at the bedside table.
No, say nothing no more. No, say nothing.
And the pussy's having his way.
No, you're right. Don't give any details they were not allowed. But except to say that she caught her husband naked in a very erect position.
Right.
And then he had the butter from the fridge.
Yes.
And we know what he was using the butter for.
Right. And the puss having his way.
And oh Lord have mercy.
So, you know, when I heard the program yesterday, that I remember a couple years ago I heard something like that.
Right.
Maybe that's what that man was doing.
Oh, and you said you heard it several years ago on RJR.
Yes, there was a late night show, but I don't remember the name of the show, because it's a good while now.
A good while now, okay.
Yeah.
So it looked like his long time man not do the things them with the pussycat them, man.
It looks so.
Yeah.
It looks so because me hear that, and you know, the way I say, because when the person who was hosting the show asked her,
Yeah.
she said the butter take out of the fridge and was on the bedside table.
Right. No, we can't give any details there because it's daytime radio, but we just can't quote it up or give enough information for people to know what you're talking about. But them type, what you think about a man? So yesterday when you hear about the man now laying naked with him cat in the bed, that you because you heard this thing before and whatever, that was nothing to you then, because you know you probably obviously say, well, it's possible because you did hear it already, no?
Yeah,
Wait, your phone, hold on, your phone I broke up, you know, your phone I broke up.
Okay, let's move.
Yeah.
You hearing me now?
Yeah, man, we are here, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you were saying?
A lady calling was saying maybe, you know, his pet and so like that, but I don't use that. I don't think so. Maybe the cat doing something.
Oh, hold on, you're still breaking up, darling. You're still breaking up on your phone.
You hearing me now?
Yes, stay right there, sir.
Right at the kitchen.
Oh, Lord God, it's a break. Yeah, but no, cut her off yet, no cut her. But you are saying that you think, say, that man yesterday from the caller yesterday, him did do something with Femme Cat too?
Yeah, me think so, because me hear that on the year already, on a nice show.
And who for tell, and we have gotten many calls here of men right here in Jamaica doing all kinds of things to animals, don't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's one of them things that people don't. Yes, go on.
He separated himself from his wife and have his own room. And he sleep with the cat, and he go out to buy the best food for the cat.
And buy the idiot food for his wife, no?
He did look at food for the wife.
He must, I don't know, he must buy chicken back to his wife and buy salmon get the cat.
I mean, no, the wife will buy the best food for the cat. And the best. He don't get the best.
Poor Jesus. But how you think a woman supposed to feel if you know say a cat get her out?
I don't say.
Say a cat is her mate. How a woman supposed to feel? Say a cat is her mate.
I don't say.
Get more attention. The cat have bed ratings and she not bed ratings. She have to take it for another room. Absolutely awful indeed.
You know, the wife not doing it. So in the cat for that.
Okay, thank you. Your darling, you take care.
Okay. Thank you, Raga. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome.
Love you.
Oh, love you too, sweetie. All right, good. Mm-hmm. Boy, what that thing? Boy, I don't know. What's the male equivalent of that, German? Like a woman have a cat for me. It's like if it's a man have a donkey for female, too, no so. Right? If me have a woman, and then we say the woman not in a me, and she just take a liking to a donkey. I don't humble myself, you know, because you don't need no more question this one. You don't need no question this one. Because, you know, very often the woman say, what does she have that I don't? A man can ask a question. What does a donkey have that I don't? You really have to ask. A week. I want to go out in that Papa Jesus land. Here we go to the front. Jeremy and disaster. Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Raga.
What's up?
Raga, may I give a lesbian mix-up with my friend, Raga?
A lesbian mix-up with your friend. Say that.
Yeah, Raga, my friend with this man, Raga. And she say, When I fantasy, I forgot a try and say, oh, it's for you with a woman. So Raga, she go start out with the woman, Raga. And one time she do start out with the woman, Raga. She left for a man for you woman to say, woman start out better than man.
Okay, so your friend should have a man.
Yeah.
And she said she just curious about what it is like to sleep with a woman.
Yeah, Raga.
And then she go start out with a woman, and after she start out with a woman, she left her man because she said the woman start out better than man.
Yes, Raga. Raga, me go try to Raga.
You go try it too?
Yeah.
You try it with the woman too, no?
Yeah, Raga, and them start out better than man for true, Raga.
Woman start out better than man start out for true?
True, man, Raga, me try.
But why we don't using code, right? Because you know you can't say certain things. Why it better? Why woman start out? But you are a woman. You say your friend do it, you do it. The two one go try woman, and the two one say woman start out better than man start out. When people are listening to this, both woman and men who don't understand, them want to know what is it about the woman start out to better than the man. What the woman them do better?
Raga, everything them do better, Raga. Everything. Raga, them have the tender touch. I don't know what, Raga.
Oh, them have a soft, tender touch, you say. Eh?
Them say one woman know to please a woman better than a man, because them she know which part for touch.
Okay, so it's all in the touch.
So much, Raga, but me, I stop out man now.
You what?
I stop out man now.
You stop start out man now?
Yeah.
A straight woman you start out now?
Straight woman, Raga.
So what them do? The way them caress you feel different at that?
Yeah, and them do the things them Raga we man afraid to do.
Well, like swiping?
Yeah.
Oh, so what more I understand? What you are saying is that when you get swiped, it better than when you start out with a man in terms of straight sex. Is that you say?
No man swipe would come out, them don't know for swipe would rather.
Oh, well that more I understand. So yeah, so the man them swipe too, but the man them cannot swipe as good as the woman them.
Yes, Raga.
And the main thing, cause you said them have the tender touch and whatever, but yes, it sound to me like you said the main thing is how you swipe. Is that you said?
No, Raga. Oh, they do everything, Raga. I say everything them know to do better, Raga.
But why else apart from the swiping? Why else them know to do better? Apart from swiping, why else them know?
Raga, we want to say it over my phone.
No, just use and code. Me don't know like. Well, just use code and thing. If you say wrong, we cut it out. Jeremy ready. If you say it the wrong way, we cut it out. Where else them do? Yeah.
They know if you use them most everywhere else, Raga.
Ah, now I understand what you say. In other words, them go other places where the man them afraid for go.
Yeah.
But darling, it sounds to me that well, we're not go there. We're not. But me see what you say. Me just not gonna say something about it to that carrying a domain where could have been real troublesome and thing. But you see what I want the listeners to do is to understand the details of the thing, right? And you just give it this. So basically, when the woman them a swipe, they swipe in areas that one of the thing where you like is that the woman them will swipe in areas where the man them don't go. That is what you're saying, right?
And sometimes Raga, them not use adult ties.
Them not use adult ties. What are you? What you
mean? Can use them on Raga.
Well on. The whole of the hand?
No, Raga.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say if I saw you still.
So them not use the ties to make it.
And I said not no more. But some of them the lesbian they use a toy, don't them strap on though.
Yeah, some of them strap on.
Then a woman ever strap on something and then use it with you and it feel good too. Talk it true.
If them ever do Raga?
Strap on one of them things there and then use it.
But I keep better without the strap on, Raga.
No, but me I say but a woman has strap on one of them things and use it with you already, don't it?
But it never nice.
It never nice. Okay. Then tell me something. When a woman strap on one of them false things there and use it, some people are try understand this now and I say, how that for replace the real thing? What can some what go on this?
raga. They must know for wine better.
Oh, okay. Them know if you curl it up better than sitting there.
Yeah, I'm bend it up in that.
I'm bend it up in that. All right, no more. It's sweet, you mean?
Of course,
So you stop start out with man now?
Long time, I got 4 years going on counting.
Okay. You say some man know the skill. Them have the start out skill, but them man the hard for find.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What the main thing them what the man them a do wrong when them a start out? Where them not understand when woman know? What the two main thing what them go on with when them a start out and them feel like them feel like say them a go on good. But what the two main thing man a do wrong? Yeah.
Let me tell you what them not do.
Yeah.
Can't tell you what them not do.
No, man, you don't tell what them not do. All right, go on. We just want to know what them a do wrong. Hello? Oh, why look at credit thing. Why? Hey, I always say laugh, learn, and grow. Laugh, learn, and grow. No found a man out the things so now, wallet and thing and whatever. I want to do even know say sometimes when a woman make up nice and whatever, to them want to make sure say money running. Yo, give me a next. Oh, what are they? Yeah, give me a next caller. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello, Raga. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, to that.
This is Fluffy Diva. Me, I think you are pregnant to mix up.
Box me, I'm a clot with it, yeah.
I say, Raga, I'm afraid, you know. Pregnant, you know, Raga. I say, she with a man in the man fool, is Raga. She's pregnant, you know, when she's ready to do the ultrasound, when she when the man take up the girl, and she not have nothing, you know, Raga.
Right.
So she say she wants a baby. So when she say she wants a baby, no, Raga. She say, every time when you reach the ultrasound part, she said, tell the man, say, I 5,000 to do the ultrasound. Every time when she go to do the ultrasound, she want the baby, Raga.
Yeah.
She tell the man to the pitney hide himself. And set the money and go down so I pay them on the bed no Raga. I say no Raga. The girl house look like a palace.
What you mean the pitney hide himself? I don't know. Yeah.
Like the baby now show it from a boy or a girl. The baby turn him back in when I show him sex organ.
Oh, so when she tell him that she have to keep her and I go back then?
Yes, and the man fool is Raga. The man keep her and I give him the money.
I give her the money.
Give her the money.
I give her the money. Then hold on, and she never pregnant.
Yeah, man, Raga, she's pregnant.
Then, and I am the breeder?
Yes.
Okay, whatever then. So, and you say she's nice now with her house and everything?
Man, and now they're married in Raga.
They're married now? We lose a call at it too. Them, like we lose a call at it. God. I be a woman I run can call today with a woman. Miss Gilpin, how are you?
I'm fine, thank
You're
you.
fine? You're looking quite radiant and fine indeed.
Thank you.
Well, I must say that I'm quite aware of that little dimple that you have on the upper part of your cheek.
That's all right.
Well, both. I'm looking at it. They're quite appealing and so forth.
Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome, Miss Gilpin. Okay, we're going to a break right now. It's all about the news. I was so forward.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things them.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in our sickness and blessings and respect. We're upon pregnancy mix-up or any other sample mix-up, pregnancy mix-up or any other sample mix-up. To the phone lines we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Kind of nervous. My heart is in my throat.
Your heart in your throat. Oh, but Jesus. Take you out quick. We don't want you up there, so.
Anyway, but I have all details for this. I want to call us from last week. Would I take it back?
Yeah.
It's not a take it back, it's a take it away.
Take it away. Give me a mix up.
Anyway, a girl go for lunch, right?
Yeah.
And a guy asked if we can join our table. She said, fine. They exchange number and they talk on the phone for about a week. He invite her out. Them go, should I go play?
Yeah.
So they went to the play. Met at the bar, had a drink, went in. We call it now, intermission.
Yeah.
He asked her if she wants a snack. She said yes. Went to buy the snack, come back, borrow her phone, and she don't see if I get a BlackBerry Touch.
You know, listen to me. How long you listen to the show?
Long enough.
You never hear about the similar thing we're going with a BlackBerry to a Carib?
No.
Is that but get a pretty much identical mix up with a man who carry one woman who meet one man, nice man, dress nice, speak well, and everything and this and that. She and him attack, him carry her, go show her carry. And when she did, when she did it, him say, oh no, whatever. You know, let me just borrow your phone a little bit. Come on, use our brand new BlackBerry. That wasn't a torch though. Use our brand new BlackBerry. The woman said she in her show the rest. Can't see man. What me say about Blackberry. The woman said she in her theater the whole time. All know she can't see man come back.
Mm-hmm.
She said she just make up her mind and say watch the show and done. And when she realize. So it will not. It look like it's a regular thing I go on out. They know the man them do that.
Apparently.
Rather
than,
what she did I eat for your lunch today?
In a New Kingston.
In a New Kingston?
Yeah.
And him just come sit on her table and start talk with her?
Yeah, chat her up.
And then them end up an exchange number?
Mm-hmm.
And them talk for a week?
About a week and him invite her out.
And then him carry her go to play?
Tell her for me to play. They met at the bar, had their drinks, they went in. And he stayed for half after the play too.
Him do what?
He stayed for half of the play.
Him stay for half of the play?
Right. Intermission in Bradford.
No, we don't support Arms House, you know, but may I tell you, you know, General one supermarket out in New Kingston there.
Yeah.
I say a bike man drive, I say a 2-man pan a bike drive upon the one at the back just fly up and give a woman one box cross her face. She wheel 3 times and jump on the ground and then just take up her BlackBerry and go up on the bike and gone. All when it gone.
When he used to have tape, I used to have the big tape on them shoulder.
The big what?
The big tape. The first time that is late.
Long time days. Yeah.
They used to back some people and take them tape.
Back some people and take them tape. Now what me I say is, in other words, there are people stealing BlackBerry, them are thief BlackBerry. But one is more elegant than the other, we must admit. Mm-hmm. That one day when you carry out the woman, you win her confidence and everything and whatever, and this and that, and you reach a point where you carry her out and thing, and then you ask her for use.
But I have something happen to a client of mine, you know. She met a guy. I tell myself I don't want to meet anybody in New Kingston. She met a guy.
Well, you tell us you don't want to meet anybody where?
Friends for them.
In a New Kingston.
She met a guy at the club name building.
Yeah, the building, yeah, formerly the asylum, yes.
Similar thing, they went over, but what happened now, this one is the client, and what happened is that when she took him home to do them look at thing,
him
actually tie her up and empty the house.
She carry him home, go for her yard?
Yes.
For them to start out? For them?
No, she won't target before after the start out if they ever did anything, but when we went there, she was tied to the pedestal, anchored to the pedestal in her bathroom, and her house empty.
Where the backside you tell?
She said his cell phone. He said, which address is that? She tell him. Like I said, what avenue name? And she tell him. In Avondale or something.
Right.
And when she tell him, she go on his cell phone and call somebody. No, she not said before or after the start out. If they ever did. And he call somebody. She said, that truck come. And move with everything. Plasma for the wall. Everything. But why I laugh is the fact that, you know, them have the wire hanger and the boat hanger. You have some pretty boat hanger with them kind of varnish and thing like that.
Yes, we know.
And then go into the closet and take out the boat hanger and left her clothes on the floor.
And take out the board hanger them and left her clothes.
Because them expensive and left her clothes.
The board hanger them nice. Them and I like the wire hanger them where you get a dry.
If you want the clothes, then take the hanger and lift the clothes.
And take all the hanger and gone with the nice hanger.
iPad, the whole of everything. Flat screen.
Is that girl we have look at something down?
Yes.
So them take the plasma and thing. What about her bed and all them something there?
Everything. Him tie up on the pedestal in the bathroom.
Him tie up on the pedestal in the bathroom.
Uncuff her to the pedestal sink in the bathroom and take everything.
Uncuff her to the pedestal sink, you say?
Yeah, in the bathroom. The pedestal sink, you can go around it. There's a slim sink there. Face basin.
Oh, where you can go around. Yeah.
There's a pedestal face basin she have in the bottom. And that him put her hand on her and cover her empty the house.
And those empty her house?
Empty the house. Them find her car up the avenue with the door ajar. Slightly open, but she have on a kill switch and look at her kind of thing. So I guess they couldn't go no further.
Oh, that's why they couldn't get the car.
That's why they didn't get the car, but in empty her. And that's why I close them still. Take the hanger, but don't let the close. Thank God for that. She will go work tomorrow morning. So go work and buy back so.
So tell me if you take bad things, but laugh. So we
I'm not to see her because I say she escaped alive, yeah?
Then hold on. Then how she get for contact with her now and whatever?
Well, with that, tell her don't go to them because they look kind of teeth. They want to tell her what she does. So she assumes it's police because police are like reveal what them do. So she just assumes it's a police.
Okay, Okay, so she kept asking him what you do as professional.
I don't want to talk.
And him no want to talk.
Him no want to talk.
Okay, and Una just never trust him.
Never trust him. So when she said she go carry me home now, this I say, you know, I call her and see if she alright, and I call her phone, can't get her, call her, can't get her. So well, what we're going to have now is to come up the road and the door kind of ajar. We'll call her brother or cousin, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And
very smart, because you don't want to go in on the house by yourself as woman. So you call the man.
We can hear her, kind of put a little thing on. The gate open, grill open, and the house dark. But he left the window, he left the bulb in, so thank God.
He left the bulb. Well, she lucky. Let there be light. Let there be light. He left the bulb them.
He left the bulb and he left the clothes.
Jesus, God, do you mean to tell me say really take the nice hang of them?
The hanger, the flat screen TV, the iPod, what them, pad and pod.
Yeah, pad and pod. Right.
Yeah. Everything.
So what about like?
You also nice for the Christmas in December.
Oh, what?
Christmas. In December, they also nice for Christmas.
In December, going to something? And when the backside here said to me, I said, what you tell me? No, man, no, but you see, it's good that you say. Let me tell you something even more serious. You ever notice on the missing people list that about 88% of the all missing persons in Jamaica, most of them somewhere around there, are young girls?
That's why I keep saying, I'm looking at her and saying, no, you're very lucky, you're alive, they could have taken you too, you're alive.
I am convinced that there is some form of human trafficking going on in Jamaica where...
There is.
But here all the thing run. I'm going to see them, I'm going to take it for me, I know, say me inform or whatever. But here all the thing run, me understand the thing run. Them use a fierce boy, you know, man. A hot boy.
Yes.
Them either use a hot boy or money a hype vehicle and a hot boy to attract the little young girl them. And then when they meet up somewhere at some point, because they're being seduced. That's what it is, right? They're being seduced. And them smooth. Them know if I come over and sound like a little idiot man where woman are going to say, no, I'm not going to with this. You understand? And then woman are disappearing. No, you tell me about them. I breed a robbery. I go on and...
Empty your house.
Empty your house and robbery. When needless to say, the woman them gonna need to be more careful out the car. Yeah, so woman.
How can you tell though? Okay, but because of them, they don't come label thief, you know.
They don't what?
They don't come label thief.
They don't come label thief. Well, that's a different.
They are thieves or not.
No, because what I'm hearing is that they're quite smooth. They don't act desperate. Smooth. They don't act forceful. Them take them time.
I think it's because I'm from the ghetto. I could just detect him that boy is a thief, and I kept telling her he's a thief.
From the minute she start roll with him, you know, say that boy, they're a thief. You pick it up.
I'm from Pink Lane. I know them. He's a thief.
You come from Kling?
No, Pink Lane.
Oh, Pink Lane. I was Pink Lane, West Kingston. Right. There, so you know the 100.
I know them. He's a thief.
Yo, I know, oh God, I know who I go read. You know, woman always I say no good man out there, right? So when a woman meet upon a man who is carrying himself in a classy manners of a respectful way, you understand? And I court the lady and all them something there. The women know they're going to be susceptible to that man because they're going to say, no, him different. And the man them know said that them want when them are saying the robbery. So what we are hearing now is that the thieves are being more patient, more subtle, more elegant in them thing, but still operating with devastating efficiency. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, feel sorry for us.
Papa Jesus. Well, and you know, say similar thing happen on the woman's side, do you know?
We empty houses too?
Yes, man. Me know a cases where the
I know we empty pockets, I don't know empty houses.
No, man. Well, me never know. Me not going to say houses because it's one situation me know about. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to take we'll just do a time signal, you don't know. All right. Yes, man. Wait, what did I say again?
Similar situation where women...
yeah, no, well, let me admit it and say I don't know of multiple instances of this. I just know of one situation.
This is my only one, too.
Yeah, but you know, it is the only one. But based on what you explain in terms of the methods used and how smooth this man was, this is not a one-time thing. And it's the type of thing when it happens to a woman, then I walk around and tell people the weird and shame.
No, that's she's a client.
The weird and shame. You understand? Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying here is that I know a situation where a man can roam a woman. And the woman call her linky, them come at the man house. And they never kill a man either. And thing or whatever. Them, you know, me don't know whatever, but them end up, I think they must have knocked him out or something. And thing, but
they never have no ankle.
no ankle. I think he knock out or something along the line. But I'm just saying, even woman do it. But for a long time, you never think when woman all stop man and a boom driving and some hot outfit, you know, and a boom drive, you know, and thing, and then set you up and all.
Can't run every day anymore, you know.
Me.
No, we women can't run every day anymore, but kind of, oh yeah, boom, when you just met boom, you.
No, all of that too. No, but when me I say them, me no, this a long time, so woman used to do them thing, and then end up the man I get robbed. You understand?
Okay.
But the point I tell you is that people have to be extra careful nowadays. And what you have explained to us is it requires a level of patience and deliberateness and focus in order to execute, you know, a robbery like that, you know, man.
Because it was like, they should make him like in November.
Yeah.
Early November.
Yeah.
They should make him, and they stopped me in late December. So it was quite patient.
Yeah, so you don't know, saying probably I'll have several women where I go and work and thing and just.
But how much French time him alone wants, sir?
Eh?
How much French time alone wants, sir?
No, but
I
darling,
have a factory where I sell that place. That's where I sell them.
darling, what you talk about? How much furniture? What? This a man and I sell the things. You know, keep where I want to keep and sell the things. I'm hustling that.
Oh Lord.
I'm hustling that. Anyway.
You can't just supporting a lifestyle.
You see it. Anyway, respect for that. Here, respect for your link. All right, cool. Here we go to the phone lines now. Good afternoon. Hello. Zodian Edwards. If you don't like what you're hearing, stop listening and go home, man. Go find something else, do. All right? Here we go.
Good afternoon.
So they can go and like them want to run the thing and go and run it. But I like, sometimes I get from a damn nerves to see, man. Anyway, yes, good afternoon.
Am I time?
Yes, I hear time, long time.
First time call, a long time listener, Raga.
All right. Talk up to me now, man. The boss come. All right, take the one phone there. Wait, boss. Wait there. Wait, boss. A woman, man. Shh, the boss dead the people. Make over here. Yeah. Well, wait upon the boss. Why me attack quiet? Shh, don't laugh in my ear. England. Like look at the boss at Terry. Like the boss at Terry, man. All right, call back here, babes, because we don't want. Kinky came here lucky, go away. Go listen to something else. I'm going. You're going. I'm telling you something now. Come dominate this. You hear that? Me around this. Go away. Me know when to make the call. I'm going. I'm going like say them alone. Them can't go on like the thing that's there for them alone, you see. And you know, when we jump around and we talk to people, people them say, don't pay them the mind, you know, because we know, Nico, when we stretch out the call them and we are interested in and we are enjoy it and thing, but them can't go on like us them alone. The one Kinky Kim and Zodi and whenever I don't kill out and go about the business. I'm gonna name a party or something. Or a dry bread or something. Yeah, Michelle, she turn around quick. You hear a party.
No,
yeah,
no.
you turn around quick.
It's a new year.
No,
it's a new year. That's of the
Nico,
past.
Nico, don't see that do our own business on it. And
past.
don't want me say party, don't I'm glad you're there, you know. Don't be glad. Don't you see fly around. We fly around with our hungry belly party, say.
I'm channeling cooked food.
All right. Now what you say? Channeling cooked food.
LT.
You sound like some new age somebody. I'm channeling this energy.
Raga, what are we?
Yeah?
What are Raga? What are we going to be things that are Nicolini, sir?
What? No, we cannot talk about that. No, we cannot talk about that. No, you hear about it? You did in at the club? You did in a scrub at up?
Everything was going.
Yo.
You listen to the white girl that come to the high, right? You remember a white girl, tall, white, blonde girl come to the high?
Yeah.
She's a big fan. She's from Boston. And
she's a big, she explained herself. Yeah. I can't call her name, I don't call her. Missy, all right, Missy.
She love it like go out.
Yeah.
But Rago, you go on them sitting in a club, though.
No, but we can't make people know about that.
All right.
Well, it's a private club, yes. And it's a go-go club.
Don't say that no more.
Well, and the people have no hang-ups about doing the things. And once you jump me in a setting like that,
know it going on.
Right? Me going to see how far we can take it. And why they did travel.
All I take it for reach back at town.
You know what you say? I stayed at.
I know where you stay.
Eh?
Me know where you stay.
Nico, come out of the studio. Come
Me know where you stay.
No, come out of the studio.
Not all the things that
No, come out of the studio. Come out of the studio. But me have a money to when I stay at hotel when we go and work them place and I nigga really expect me to drive back after them hours.
Emphasis
4 or
for
5
work,
o'clock
yes,
in 5 o'clock in the morning, expect whatever.
No, work.
Nico, go read a Bible, go read a psalm or something, go read a psalm. But we can't talk about the air, but it did shot me. Nah, lie, them go hard. Them go hard.
Emphasis
hard. Nico, come out of the studio. Come out of the studio and make people know certain things when they don't know. This is what happened to this boy, yeah, man. What happened? Yes. Big up Sweeney, star boy, Sweeney. What happened in Scrubber Dub stays in Scrubber Dub. What happened in the grill stays in the grill. Because I don't know it's a nigga like place, so freakiness in a man. And we did draw them out. Why Ruth, anyway, you'd have shock. You'd have, huh? No, trust me. Ruth, he don't compare to what go on as Scrubber Dub, me I tell you that. No, well, back in the day, he don't use some serious thing go on at either, so make me worry about that. But some things will go on as Scrubber Dub, man. Anytime I go nigga, if you don't want the craziness, if you don't want the real craziness, go around at that little club there. You know, the on the main strip, you know, if you go around past the Shell gas station and you take the right and go down that road there, go down a Scrubber Dub. It's a go-go club, a striptease club. Need I say anymore? Okay, to the phone lines we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Raga.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I have a pregnancy mix-up to give you.
You have a pregnancy mix-up. We turn him out there a little bit, make me hear a little loud at the road. Yes, sir, send on.
Yeah, me hear this girl, this Raga. And about 3 years.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, me realize about something fishy going on.
Okay.
So what me do now, Raga, me no jump to conclusion just like that. So me try to find out before me jump to conclusion. This is why if I say go no.
Right.
So we realize that she has sent a text to a man.
Right.
And at the same time now, she had denied the fact that she had text no man. So
hold on, stop there. We are, any radio or anything on near you?
No, the breeze are blue.
No, man, we are hear something, man. We are bother with body over here. Bother.
The breeze are blue.
No, man, I know the breeze, man. We are here like a feedback are coming.
All right, go on.
Anyway, go on.
In the hills. So,
yeah.
So I tell you now, like about 2 weeks ago, now, she run away from the house.
2 weeks ago, what?
She run away from the house.
Run away from the house?
Yes. And then we send a text and say, must take care, because I get a share of a little youth with her, you know. So we send a text and say, must take care of the little youth.
So she run with...
Call her phone now and she not answer it. So about a week after.
No, hold on. She run away and left you with the youth?
Yes, Raga.
Hold on, how old is the youth?
She's my 5 tomorrow.
In my 5 tomorrow. Go on, talk.
Yes. So he said a text, I said, must call her. So me call her, me ask her, I said, why she running from the house? She have something to tell me, but she afraid to tell me. And when she tell me that she's pregnant. So me ask her who she pregnant for. She said, who a policeman. And Raga, we do believe me say policeman now only belly up to now. The policeman say she started out, but she started out I use protection, so no feel the belly. And now the woman afraid like, whoa, Raga. No give the father we turn up beside her.
So what she there now?
She's her grandfather, Raga.
She there by her grandfather?
Yes, her father say no want to see him back at the house.
The father say him no want to see him back at the house?
Yes, Raga.
Okay, so and the policeman now own the belly?
No, Raga, now own the belly.
Then all the policeman for say I don't feel him if him use protection. Me not understand that.
But the girl say Raga say I feel me belly because I never use no protection. But the reason why him at this phone Raga. In the policeman is my cousin. And I want the love life that he mash up because of me baby mother. So my dinner is say boy I don't feel the belly.
Well on. Oh, so the policeman there with your cousin?
Yes, Raga.
And then the policeman now did I sort out your baby mother too?
Right, Raga.
But the policeman have his own baby. Oh, okay, and then your cousin. You have your cousin, right?
Right.
So the pie.
Right.
So the pie.
Right.
So
you're mad.
Then suppose she come back and want to take back your youth from you now.
We know sir, the youth are go so me can't give more to you, man. Me take that one there, every policeman be there. We take that one to yourself and go with that one.
Okay, at this point, yeah, so she better keep the one where policeman gear and then make you keep the one where you have right, you know.
Yes, Raga, yes, Raga.
So, well, you know, yeah, go on, eh?
But a girl who loves enough money, Raga, money, you know, love sort out. So, when me ask her what she do, this is what experience a policeman sort out, you know.
Well, you ask her why she do it, and she said she just want to know what it would be like for sort out a policeman.
A policeman, yes, Raga. But what the policeman give her one baby?
Yes, man. A policeman gun she want, she not get the gun. She not get the gun. So 2 weeks ago, this happened, and she up her grandfather, no?
Yes, Raga. And it barely have 4 months. It barely have 4 months, Raga. So, all the while when she had 2 Raga, she did pregnant.
All the while?
She get the jacket.
So, all the while when what?
All the while when she was at my home.
Yeah.
Because she barely have 4 months old, you know.
So, you did a sort of road on the belly and do everything, no?
You see it, Raga, you see it.
See it. Them have one term for that, so we can't use on the radio, but them have one ghetto term for that.
Yes, Raga.
You did that sort of road. So when you did that, you didn't notice like she did that be extra careful and I want you act her too much or something. You didn't notice any little thing?
No, we not, Raga. No, we in the last 2 to 3 weeks, we accept we when they're not having start out, she tell me no. So me say something must wrong.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Okay.
So me understand to know if the policeman start out good.
Okay. The police, what you say, so you understand, so what?
The policeman start out good because he give one baby.
No, but I'm not good start out of a gear, baby.
No, it's not really good start out, but me say, you know, my terms are good start out because what she want, how she get, you know.
Oh, so makes you cool, you know. So who you are start out now?
Well, I start out anybody woman in Raga, because it's what comes around, you know. So me go for the good man side.
Well, I don't know. But it's so like you get cool to man. You say since other man out there start out your woman, you go start out other man woman too.
Yes, Raga, so me I do it no man. Anybody woman come cross, Raga, me I start them out.
No, but what me I say, you never hear what time people tell us that 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's true, Raga, that's true, but me give back somebody where we feel, you know.
No, but you gotta make somebody innocent feel the pain where you feel and whatever. That not necessarily the most productive way to go, eh?
Well, I said no sometimes, like, when I feel like you know, say I'm a baby mother, I will take a stop one policeman with that. And after 4 months after you find out, so you feel like
me that feel bad, but me I say that not means me have to go do that to other man to and go out to get for them woman to for them feel. It sound to me like that's sweet right there and for start out a policeman woman.
Come again, Raga?
It sound to me like it would have sweet right now for start out a policeman woman.
Yes, man. I'll be the policeman woman.
Tambourine! What you say? You don't feel nice right now if you breed a policeman woman like a policeman come breed your woman. No, you're
yes, Raga, yes, Raga, I'm getting evil.
I'm getting evil.
Yes, Raga.
Tell me something. Do you know the wife of Renata de Cordova Valentino Adams?
No, Raga.
That was just a simple question. We'll leave it right there. All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Yes, Raga.
No, mad. We're going to break with some man say, yo, more even up the thing. A policeman come breed him, baby mother. Bap. Him say, man, breed back a policeman, baby mother. And balance out the thing. We're soon forward.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things them.
What that? Why am I promoting what? Oh, I will tell you that. No, I don't know about that. Yo, listen to me. I don't know who give you that information. What happens in Scrubadub stays in Scrubadub. Ruth asks me the things and whatever this and that. Ruth, you should know better than that. Me I want them man them not talk. Me not talk. All them police or whatever this and that. Me and a woman do a thing. Me not talk. How much she go talk? Me not talk. Cause from a woman goes up bam and then she says she gonna do me something. I don't know something whatever. Then I trust me. I say I must protect her. Done. All right. Don't worry yourself, man. No, what this? No. The company, Coogee, it was started in 1969. So Coogie always have 69 pound and brand, right? No, I say, so don't get it twisted, right? And by the way, no one, all of them people who did that done me and I talk about the right pronunciation is Coogie. Michelle, what is the right pronunciation? No, what I can't hear Michelle. What is the right pronunciation?
It's Coogie.
You remember when them did that done me?
Yeah.
And I talk about this and that, whatever, this and that. And you know the right pronunciation of Coogie?
Because Terrence on BT 106 on Park, he wears Coogie and he doesn't say Coogie.
What?
He says Coogie.
And that travel
And
out here.
most people say Coogie.
Then when me travel, me go all about time here, people I say Coogie.
But you know for pronounce words wrong like Scotia.
Ooh.
When it's Scotia.
No, me like we say Scotia bank from then the part where that. Listen to me. When we are grew up, nobody say in a ghetto, Ruan Taki God truth. When you grew up, you didn't hear anybody that say Scotia bank. The Scotia bank, you hear people say. A Scotia bank, everybody say when we are grew up. And it's part of a chat, I'm a damn Jamaican, thank you.
No,
it's
man,
Scotia bank.
Pan the Coogie thing, no, a Coogie.
It's Coogie.
Yeah.
Them did that done me, the one of them. Brother, a Coogie. What make you feel pronounce it different than what
And even, like some of them were done here. If them didn't know how, the sound of a G is G, J is J. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. All of that. But they can have the right sound, but it can be that whoever make up the term can, them can change it up. But them I try to give me the impression, like say, the people them who make the brand, like I them pronounce it Coogie. And to come here where Coogie from, before Coogie get popular now, Coogie I make shoes, socks, brief, swimwear, umbrella. I don't know what they now make. Whatever. Right?
Bags.
Me I wear Coogie from it was just jeans. Just jeans, nothing else. Just jeans. You understand? I would say everybody are running now. I'm going to find a different brand when I buy it.
Are you bust this?
No, I don't mean bust.
No, I know what I mean.
You know, I'm like, no, not the reason why I buy it is because I just like the way the things they make. Whatever. But me I say, when me did I wear it at Jamaica, enough people I say, Raga, what a brand there? I'm a done me. And people I say, I eat that brand there. You understand? Because when I know nothing about that.
No, man, them are going good now, man. No. A lot of artists wear
No, but I said, no, them are running. About years I wear Coogie, Years.
All right, now box me.
Oh.
God.
Well, 30 people, them are running now.
Oh.
No, look for them, I'm not care. For me, I grew up at Scotia Bank. I say Scotia Bank. Right? But Scotia. How do you shut up with your Scotia? All right, to the phone lines we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
What's up?
I'm me again with the boss.
Oh, yeah. The boss is coming where you are, don't
Yeah, God.
Oh, okay, I'm going right now. Talk up your things.
I call me off and the lesbian girl will call.
Yeah.
I want to make she go through 5 man and none of them can start all good. What do she say?
Man,
anyway.
Probably I just fear I look that the whole of them they pop down.
No, there's something wrong with she.
No, listen now. You would need to pay attention to what she's saying. It's different strokes for different folks, sometimes literally. But what she's saying is that she gets a totally different feeling when a woman makes love to her than when a man makes love to her. And let's be honest, a lot of our Jamaican man, when they have sex, for them thing is just to ram it out and stab it out and whatever. And they don't know how to be romantic and they don't know how to appreciate the woman's body in its entirety. They don't know, say, if you kiss her in her right, top side of her elbow, there's a nice, them not do that something. Nobody not do that something there.
For real, Raga.
No, you understand what I say? So what she say is that you hear she keep on and say them just know how to do everything better.
Yeah.
Right?
But you ask her a question.
Right.
What the man them are do what them not supposed to do, or what them not do what them supposed to do?
No, but in fairness to her, she never get time for going at that. No man, she never get time for going. Okay, on-site fair.
Some of them. I'm not a lesbian. I'm very straight.
Right. But still, tell her what the man them. Which part the man them I miss with the sort out?
No, with the word if I slapping like say me them pick me.
Tambourine! What you say?
What if I slapping? No, I'm not sure if I do it. I could touch no one them, but no, there's a ply, like, no.
So what you say, like, more time is that they might get some rotted box by your panel?
I'll wheel up.
I'll wheel up. But you know what? Sometimes I talk to you, them, you know.
Wheel up.
Me they correct when I talk to some youth one time and they must say like, oh, and as me just start out, you know, I'm gonna start slap it up, you know. I'm say, hold on. What you mean? What you do? I beg you, I'm still in the 20s, but them are thinking it's like them just start out and, you know, them probably do a certain position and start backs up the lady upon her, her rear cheeks there, you know. And so me I try to say, no, I know something you have to do as you start, you know. It now go feel right. But it sound to me like them just go so, yeah, we ready now. Bap, and start fling a lick and thing. So you don't like that.
No one then.
I look at touch no one.
But not come slap me up and wheel me up.
So
the last person who do that, I give my kick rug and never do it again.
Oh. How will you kick him? Why you kick him?
I don't know where it connect, you know, but get it.
So you did in that certain position the way him could have slapped you right there, so no?
Yeah.
And then him start fling out some lick like you're in like a picnic kind of infame element him think that I gonna turn you on, don't?
When he might turn me off, Reggae.
And you just fire a kick on him, don't it?
I don't know where it land, but from that him never do it again.
Okay, but sometime, you say sometime a little slap is okay, that you
yeah, no one then.
Okay, but them not for batter you like,
no, man.
like you're bad breeding picnic, don't?
Jeez, I want me to do so.
No, some man, them take this slapping thing too far, man.
How will them do? And some of them, then as them just start ram.
Them start what?
Ram.
Ram.
Like a goat.
As them start, yes, that's the other thing. As they start, then they start, and then they go out with anything, no?
Yeah, me I say no, sir.
No, but you see, that is, enough man go cuss that woman and say, rate her foolish shit, because you a man now do her good and whatever, and them miss the point. You know them, I missed the point. What you say, sorry, what you say? Hello? The boss come back?
You can't talk, man.
Oh, okay, no. No, what you did that say a while ago? You said no, Raga. What you did that say? He look like your boss, did he?
Yeah. Them are going to miss the point, yeah, but they need to understand. So when they just start up, you can't just ram. Oh, the woman, you just please yourself because you just hurt up the woman belly bottom.
Okay. So what the man them need for do more then?
Them need to be romantic and passionate.
No, but you see, those are general terms. Just give them some examples of things that they need to do, specific, like what?
Some, kissing up and all over, get a tongue bath.
The tongue bath, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And them stuff there.
And
gentle with
careful, yeah, all right. But basically, you say they must just use code, man. So you say sometimes when them are going in the living room, they must take time open the door. Take time going in the living room.
Yeah,
nobody kick down the living room door. Some of them come.
You know if you run in, when they're in there, you can't go on with anything, you know what? Take time going in.
Well, take time going. And after in there, you can pull off in a settee and cock up and get comfortable and thing. But when you enter gently. Yeah, nobody kick down the door. Some of them are go. Yeah, you know. I thought I wrap them, I go wrap. Yeah, sure. Mash up the door and thing and whatever. And then say some of them the door, they're not too solid, you know. You have to take time with some of them door that them very fragile. I was a fiberglass door them. Yeah, that's that. All right, that's your word.
So big up yourself and big up the New Star crew.
No, nationwide.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We're very secure over here, you know. We're very secure over here.
Nationwide.
Yes.
All right, Reggae, take care of yourself.
All right, then, boom. Mirati. She said tongue bath. Larry said, what is that? Larry said, what? Larry said, see there? What is that? Hey, a long time to have that doing enough. I look a bit right here about tongue bath. Them not really use that term there again. Me not hear them use that. Them breed out young people like them not use. Them probably don't even know it. Probably it's not even. But I want to tell you, you know, if you see the dancing, you can have some. Remember, be careful, look, because the broadcasting commission will come running upon this and say, you see what we're talking about? It's the same exact thing we're saying. But if you notice a dancing doing, Rowan, you watch out in that. Even if you go ask a woman for a dancer, most of them bend round, put their hand on their knee, and it's like war. Them just fling it back on you, right? It's only downtown me go and see it. Even if some woman bend and put them on, them will get a dainty wine, you know, and bounce it slow and nice and slow, you know. And build a little thing. Cause you have some proper slow wine. Back in our day when we had the cool and deadly and all them, so nowadays when you dance with them girl, them a fling back for you. And in your you know, fling back on them and go to war with them. Them say you soft. You understand? But them woman, them can't dance with them right now. I mean, when me a hype in my drama, me I do my show them or whatever, we go on with the things them. I ain't know, so me have to be careful because me will go faint. But when me I say, but when me I say dancing nowadays, with all due respect, we're not diss nobody. But I think there's an obvious decrease in intimacy in dancing, right? You remember one time gone when party and dance I keep running. I don't know if you remember them days. You could not have a session and souls not play. Yeah, the term rent-a-tile was popular. You could not have a dance and souls not play. Nowadays you play some soul, you play the youth. I'm going to call out the party, man. I'm going to idiot selector. Even if the souls play, it is not for intimacy. You know? It's only for drop word and talk up the things, man, you know, and them things they are going. There was a time when dancing and the thing get hot, and when souls play, everybody, there's like a quietness go over and so company and girl and crazy glue and thing and beer things and them days they don't know I have a different sitting right now. But I'm saying if that is indicative of where I go in my bedroom and thing, a beer drama I go in my bedroom. Intimacy, that the woman them I say. We are telling man them. And if I step up to the thing right now, or else the lesbian them going to take the whole on the woman them. We are talking straight. Stay there, don't move the thing right. But some women love it rough anyway. I feel them thing. Here we go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. I hear a radio in our background. You know?
Hello.
Yo, we hear a radio in our background here.
Yeah, man, no, I found the room. They say I hear a look nice now. I'm saying I can't make the man turn.
No, but you see, we should not do this by the Ruthie, man.
You still hear it?
No, we're not here. But Ruthie said she did tell you, you know.
Yeah, but it... I don't say I put me on something.
All right.
You know, I could mix up that yesterday, but anyway, before I go to the Mixup, then they found a topic there yesterday with me and a person to come back with the same topic this man with the man with the cat.
Yeah.
The one that... Well, I about that one that's me. I wonder for the woman. But me don't think that the woman fault or a normal thing.
No, it's not a must do man fault. If a man is disturbed, he's just disturbed. In that sense, if him love cat, he love cat. What you say? If him love cat, it must be something the woman now do.
Yeah, that's what me want for the
no, sometimes I don't necessarily the woman fault, you know. Sometimes I just the man can freaky them where they are himself fur. You understand?
But even that, he must think a man supposed to go a bed with cat anyway.
With cat? You see? Anyway, so what you say differently with the mix-up, you know?
Yeah, this man married to that woman.
Yeah.
And he married to a woman, the woman of a man, the mother to, where she claims that her father.
Yeah.
So the man, the husband, him travel.
Yeah.
So in go right now, last in 2009, yeah, to 2009 coming on into 2010.
Yeah, talk look louder. Talk.
Yeah, yeah, better now.
Yeah, much better now. Talk about that volume there. Yeah.
And so every time the man say I'm father call him, he must tell the husband. I was want to ask him, oh, so he must say I'm father. Me I talk, man. My father me I talk to. So anyway, the man go away. And when the man go away, about a couple months, she pregnant. The man not start out, and the husband not start out. So about a couple months after, when the man go away, about a couple months after, she call him and tell him, say, the baby there and the baby I go born.
So the baby I go born?
Yeah.
Well on, she did pregnant?
Yeah, she did pregnant.
Okay, all right then, right.
But she pregnant, but she don't know who she pregnant when I call the husband, and the man she claims her father get a little piece of her still, so.
Okay, so I know her father.
No, and her father is the bonus man.
So wait, you say it's her husband?
Yeah, her husband.
So wait, so her husband married?
Yeah, she and him married.
So her husband never know him father-in-law?
No, him not know him.
Oh, okay, go on.
So anyway, him go away, and when him go away, she called him, woke up and said the baby never born, so she go on some things.
Yeah.
So him send the money come for she buy the things. And
Yeah, man, talk louder, man. Yeah.
him send the money come for she buy the things.
Yeah.
And she said she buy it, and when he call her back and ask her everything all right, and she tell him yes. And when the baby, she call him and tell him say the baby born, and so you know, when the baby born, she have him have to go send money to buy certain things to the baby and so forth.
Right.
So, but that time when she has said the baby want the money, and one of the baby, she want the money for the man when she claims her father, that's the one man.
Yeah.
So the man send, so every send the man send the money, go to go out to the baby that time. The baby no there no way and you're born yet. So she gonna keep on and send the money and send money. So one time the man and to come out in the summer, in the that last year summer.
Yeah.
The man called her and said he might come.
Yeah.
She asked him, oh, he might come back so quick. The man said she might come for the holiday, he might come back holiday.
Yeah.
So the man said he must send some money come give her to do some certain things from the house.
Yeah.
He must come. So he send the money come, she take the money and she claims she say she buy the material, the man. So she tell him that she buy the material, the man. Said the man the work on the house. And she even make the man talk to our next man, one of our friend. She say him a that time not gone, but just so she talk to one of her brother, she take him and talk to. So the brother pick up his sheen and I tell the man say so. But whenever the brother get money outside, but anyway, the brother pick up here. That's all.
Yeah, but then go down to the actual mix-up part. No?
So when the man tell Carla and tell her them I'll come out, and when the man call, she ask him, oh, I come, and oh, he come, just come, and the man say, I come to holiday and so forth. When the man come, he tell her, wait directly when she come, I'm going to say she come away in the summer. She know wait till the man come finish, wait till the summer. She start to go on, like him call her today, she start to go on today, and left. So when the man come, the man not see her. The man I call, when he reach the airport, he call her, tell her, him dep on her, him way up, he call her, and him not get her. So he must say, him man start, so he must say, want to say, if anything happen.
Okay, no, but just tell her what happening at the end, no.
So him, when him go home, him not see, when him go, she pretty up outside, paint up the outside and everything, not going inside, not painting. The man say, what, oh, just like, and I say, oh, Susan say, she fix up the place and me say money come on. She say,
well, I know your voice. Every time you make your voice, I get quiet and it a kind of just the talk up louder, man. Yeah.
When I talk, I come and I prepare the phone. So she say, him and I say, oh, no hurt. And anyway, him go out. When him go out, him not see no hurt, no go on. So same time I call her, him ask her what go on to the money when he send and so forth. And she call him and I tell him say, she tell him a whole heap of things. I say the baby sick and the baby in the hospital at them. She gone, she gone. Say she claims that she died. She gone at the hospital gone for the baby. At the time I grown, she gone.
Gone with it and thing. All right, Papa. And then so how it end up now? Him not sure she live with the man who she did not call her father.
Yeah, she end up leaving.
She had him end up leaving and left the brother who she can't.
Yeah, the brother on the left side, the brother on the paint and he shop down the same time and dead.
Him what?
Him get heart attack. You know what I say?
Who get heart attack?
The husband get heart attack. Say not so much spend for money and when him come in, I say not go on.
He get heart attack and dead. When he get heart attack and dead?
The same day.
The same day when he come back from foreign?
Yeah.
The same day when he come back from foreign, when he hear everything, the stress take him and he just get heart attack and drop down there.
Him go road him and him go on and friend and he just drop down and just dead.
Oh God. That's why I not make anything happen to me, Me. Anyway, blessings here.
Yeah, man,
yeah. That's why I not make no thief in girl go make me go stress, go take me and me go drop down and all them same thing there. And whatever. Because I need my strength. Come on, big up part of the Freeport police station people. I'm going to done everything is everything, you see it? And big up my computer room people, manners and respect indeed. And big up all I'm a people who listen to my show. I'm Antigua beyond the surrounding areas and things. You know on yourself. You see it? Flower Isle and all the men's there. And Salt Pan, Green Pan and them things. The Lilliput. And Miss 69 over there on your ends and thing. Large upon yourself, yeah? Okay, people, I want to break right now. Let's hear the news and we'll soon forward. Here we go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, Raga.
Hello.
Yes, I don't have any mix-up to tell you today. First-time caller, long-time listener.
All right.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say, suggest to you is the school in Lawrence Tavern, P.O. St. Andrew, Lawrence Tavern Primary School. They are locking gates at 8 o'clock and they are locking out the kids them. It's been happening for a while now. In 2009 it happened, and my parents had to go by the Lawrence Tavern police station, where Mr. Huggill, they had to go by the school and for them to let in the kids. Wherever they're going out with it right now, and Unity School is not doing that. So I was wondering why Lawrence Tavern Primary School have to be doing that, Unity not doing it, and King Weston not doing it. When we said to one of the teachers...
Darling, well, I'm right in the first second. It has always been the case that principals at each school, they have the right in order to achieve and obtain discipline. And in this case, to get the pit of them to come early.
Yes,
is that
Roger,
when me did go Calabar early, Mr. Kelly did lock me out.
Okay.
Right? And that went long donkey years now. Mr. Kelly did lock me out. So unless the Ministry of Education, unless Andrew Onis come out and say no principal and issue a directive that says no principal is allowed to do this, you can't stop it.
Okay.
You can't really stop it. So it's for you now to go to your Parent Teachers Association and say, we want you to stop it at this school at Lawrence Tavern because it has to be an internal matter. What I'm telling you is that each school has the right to, lock out students if they want, if them see a problem where they put them come too late a morning time.
Yes, sir.
I will for dog that also.
He's my dog.
I hear dog about and thing. All right. But you understand what I said, though?
Yeah, man, I understand.
So it's something where you, if you want a solution to this that is more favorable with respect to what you want, you have to go get your Parent Teachers Association and think for talk to the principal. And then if something can't work out, you actually can appeal to the Ministry of Education.
Yes, Robert, that's what I said I was going to do.
Well, you can do that. You can do that.
Yes,
you can
because we spoke to the teacher about it, and hear what the teacher is saying, that it is principal. She is saying, because one of the parents said to her that, Miss, how come the teacher comes in late? She said, teacher has a right to come late, but student does not have a right to come late.
No. That you see them look at issue that we have to try work them out between us.
That is what she was saying.
Right.
And then you're using the bathroom at primary school, and they are charging $20 from the kids every Thursday for bathroom fee.
Hold on, where you say what?
Yeah, the Lawrence Tavern Primary School is charging $20 for the children them to use the bathroom.
What you just say every Thursday?
Yes, the Raga. If it's not on a Thursday, it's on a Wednesday, Raga.
So then explain to me what is it about the picnic MPP? Make it value $20 for a Wednesday or a Thursday and then value that for the other
Raga, the same thing me want to know, because me have to give my son T-shirt for walk to school with, and when my daughter and my son was going there before, which they had graduated, Raga, I have to give them the same thing, plus I have to give them bathroom fee.
No, darling, that part there is unacceptable. I don't know what is the justification or the reason for it, but as far as I know, no school picnic is supposed to pay if you go use bathroom and time. Then suppose they can't find the $20, where them are going to pay it themselves and pay it themselves.
Them take it out and they give them lunch money, because that's what happened to my son. You understand? But true, I don't want to cause no stipulation.
Well on.
Say anything.
You don't want to cause... Not stipulation, probably consternation or something like that.
Roger,
but
me for that.
Yes, all right. But what may I say is, one second. What may I say is, nobody must be charging picnic money if you go use bathroom. Nothing also.
Yes, Roger, it's been going on a long time.
This is Lawrence Tavern what? Lawrence
Tavern Primary School.
Lawrence Tavern Primary School I charge picnic money for use bathroom.
Yes, Roger, at Lawrence Tavern P.O. St. Andrew.
Ruth, you see if you get a number for them, for me. See if you get a number for the principal or the school and whatever. And think, I never heard of this. This is atrocious.
Yes, Roger.
This is absolutely atrocious if it's true.
And most of the parents them complaining and said they're going to go to ministry. But sometimes you call ministry, you can't get them because they are busy.
No, well, them it better not be true. It better be a case where if there's some form of misunderstanding, because it would be absolutely despicable if it's just some random fundraising thing or something like that and whatever.
And then
Jesus Christ, bake a greater cake, bake a gizzard, or something, a cupcake or something. You know, charge with the $20 for the people and go use it and go use the lavatory, the toilet.
Raga, if you tell you. And then when they have the children out there standing, Raga, the children have to be standing out there in the sun. And that is not good.
Standing out there in the sun for the what? For the what?
And for them, because they are late. Because they are late.
No, darling, it sounds to me like the problem here is to reach early. You know? I'm going to be frank with you. Get the pit in them for reach early. One of the things where you try to do is, with all due respect, some parents don't really pay attention to getting their kids to school on time. And it's very important that they learn punctuality from there, and it's ingrained in them so that when they reach a workplace and so forth, when me did have a calabar all age before me pass my common entrance and thing, we get locked out and stagger lead at the gate locked out, and Mr. Kelly I said, don't let you, and Mr. Kelly did love the whole away. And then we have to shape up.
Yes.
And make sure so we reach before get. Sometime when I will see get the time I come, we have both down on the street and think. But there was a sense of urgency. But what happened was that it was instilling in us, that discipline of punctuality and being timely or whatever, which you must admit we have a serious problem with here at Jamaica, being on time.
Always, Robert, always.
So I think at some part there, the principal and the administration is trying to get the kids to learn how important punctuality is. But this part about the $20 figure PP, I think that not sound right at all. Okay, but we're going to see what we can find up on the matter. You hear?
Yes, Raga, I will be listening to your program again.
All right, then. Blessings in your putos.
Yeah, Black Raga, blessings. And guess what, Raga? I love your show.
Yeah.
I love when the homosexual then come on the TV, because I love listening to them give me vibes.
On the TV or on the radio?
On the radio, sorry.
Okay. What you say you love when the homosexual enter?
Yes, Raga, because when them come on the radio and talk, Raga, sometimes when I don't want to laugh, I have to laugh because the way them talk, Raga.
Okay.
Especially Champagne, when Champagne come the way when they have to set him in that place.
Yeah, because Champagne did a low.
Yes, Raga, I love them.
So you have no problem hearing gay people talk on the radio?
No problem, Raga.
All right.
Send them on straight.
All right. Send them on straight.
I'm if you tell you, Raga.
All right. Now say a word.
Bless up the whole of them. I love the root and be sitting in another place.
To the world.
Bless up. Raga, I love to hear the nationwide, and them can't stop you.
Okay, all right. Blessings
For
here.
the flipping world, Raga.
Long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Later. Okay, who we have here, Ruth? Mrs. Smith, we have Mrs. Smith, you're the principal, Lawrence Tavern's primer. Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Forgive me, I don't want to go and make a mistake. Your name, please?
Janet Smith, Mrs. Janet Smith.
Mrs. Janet Smith, and,
Yes.
am I correct in saying that you are, in fact, the principal of Lawrence Tavern Primary?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we just had a caller here just now who was concerned about a couple of things at the school.
Yes.
The first being students being locked out. You should know that in a conversation with her, I kind of let her know that principals and their administration actually have the autonomy in order to instill discipline in the kids and to try to get them to come school on time and to appreciate the importance of punctuality.
That's the idea.
Do this.
That's the
and
idea.
that I tell her, I said, when me did have a calabar, Mr. Kelly did lock way out too.
Yeah.
And it forced her to come to school on time.
Yeah, we have been having a late coming problem over the years.
Okay.
And some mornings we have up to maybe about 150 children coming to school late. We have tried all kinds of things.
Right.
They have not changed. We have spoken to the parents in PTA meetings. We have spoken in grade meetings and all kinds of meetings. Now, what we have decided to do is to close the gate while we are having devotion. They are sent in immediately after devotion because we do not want them to be walking up and down to go to their area while devotion is going on. And we had an area there where we would put them. And it was getting so big that we said, no, something has to be done. We started that last week, that we are now closing the gate. And I can tell you it has changed drastically. We now have about 20 children who are standing at the gate. When I looked there this morning, it could have been about 20 children who were
and this is 20 coming down from 150.
Coming from about 150.
No, well, I told her point blank, that we do have a problem of punctuality here in the country.
Yes.
And I think this, my suspicions were these are your efforts to have the children appreciate this from early on. So that when they go out in the workplace or anything, them don't say, listen, as somebody that work with it for a long time, I one of them people and them something.
Right.
So I told her point blank that, I actually supported the school in this regard. Where there is a great amount of confusion, though, is she saying that I guess on Wednesdays or Thursdays, students have to pay $20 to use the lab?
It's not a Wednesday or a Thursday. We have had this in place for quite a while. What used to happen is that of course, when you don't monitor bathrooms, they tend to be very smelly and dirty.
Right.
What we have done, we have employed 2 ladies. Now, we do not have enough money from our subvention, from our grant, to pay persons to stay in the bathroom, to watch the bathroom, and to clean the bathroom after the children.
Right.
So what we do, we say to the parents, 1 day per week. It doesn't have to be a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. The child can pay the money when they have it. Those who do not have the money, they are not forced to pay either. And so we collect a $20 each week. This money is used to pay 2 ladies, 1 for the girls' bathroom and 1 for the boys. What these ladies do, after the children leave the bathroom, they go in to make sure the toilets are clean, the floor is clean. So if you go into the bathrooms, you don't have any smell. The toilets are cleaned after every child goes there. They also have the tissue there where they hand to the children. We used to have a problem where children used to use even the juice bag in the toilets. No, we don't have that problem because the ladies are there. So it's a means of getting the children to have a clean environment to use. It's not that we are using it as a fundraiser, but the money we collect from these 2 for the week, we use that to pay the 2 ladies.
Oh, I see.
So it's not a case of a fundraiser. It's not a fundraiser as you.
And I guess I'm one of the. No. I said that if this was a case of fundraiser, because me did all a £2 and I said,
I heard
no,
it.
they must come make greater cake or cupcake and sitting our drops and sitting and thing like that. But and I guess one of the important point that you just made in your explanation just now is that it's not a situation where if they don't pay the $20, they cannot use the bathroom. And that is the critical point you just made, right?
Every child is allowed, but we have to have some funds in order to keep the place clean. And if you walk there, Raga, if you go into the bathroom even now, if you come here and walk into the girls' bathroom, you yourself would use it.
Okay.
Because it is not smelly, as you know, primary school toilets can smell.
Right.
So these toilets are clean. They are cleaned after the children use it. The floor is wiped right throughout the day. The ladies are there wiping the bathroom. Because that is what they are there for, and that's what we use the $20 to do.
And given that you have enacted this measure in order to address the cost element of having these 2 ladies there, and I would also suspect that on some level you have implemented some kind of behavioral intervention, to help the kids to know how they're supposed to behave when they're in a bathroom and so forth. You have done that also. You can just help us to understand that too.
Right.
Yeah. What have you done in that regard?
Well, we have spoken to them concerning their use, that after they have used the bathroom, water is there, they are to flush wherever they can.
Right.
Or if there's no water in the tank there, they can use the buckets and they can pour in their own water. But after they leave, sometimes the bathroom is left wet.
Right.
And so the ladies will wipe that area where they have left the place wet.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Listen up, Principal Smith.
Yes.
Let me tell you something now. I would like to commend you and thank you for not shying away from it, because some people, they look a bit tentative about speaking to me, and you came up here and you explained yourself really well, and everything that you have said thus far clearly demonstrate that you have the good intentions of the kids at heart. You understand?
Okay,
that you
thank you.
want what is best for them, and you're not a minimalist. You're finding creative ways to address the problems that you're facing in the school.
Yeah.
I want to commend you and congratulate you and your team for doing that. And I would also like to encourage the parents who listen to my show to give you all the support that they can. And you sound to me like a reasonable woman. So if them set back something to you and say, Lord God, a party to every man, so you can do, Mama Principal or whatever, I don't think think you're opposed to that.
No,
it sounds like
no,
you're
not
willing
at
to
all.
work with people and thing or whatever.
That's the intention.
With the idea being forget the best thing for the school. Listen, but you have my endorsement and my congratulations.
All right,
with
thank
this
you
and so
very
forth.
much, Raga.
You're most welcome. Principal Janet Smith there from the Lawrence Tavern Primary School. Very articulate, very hard-working woman, obviously, and thing. So, open caller before appreciate what you say. And caller, I want you the very important point where the principal make. It's not a regime where if you don't pay your $20, you go have a PP up yourself and sitting. That is not the case there and so forth. So, she just said they get 2 extra people right there. And for those of you who don't know, the budgets that the school them get from the ministry are fenke sitting, it can't do it for do. A be a problem the school them under with the budget and the money when them I get from the Ministry of Education, nothing I run. You understand? So the principal them and the teacher them and the administration them, the administrator them have to turn there and make fashion like how Miss Lou say. Them have to go the extra mile and not come up with all kind of little thing and whatever. So they can't just sit down back and say, your ministry not giving the money, I'm at the bathroom, I have to stink same way. No. Then come up with something for work. And let me tell you something, man. There is nothing that will turn you off more than you ever go into some bathroom and as you step out door, you just turn back and wall it. Wall your feet. You ever go into the bathroom, Hey, Ruth, you never there at school and when you open the bathroom, if you take time up because you don't want to see what you might in there. Yeah, right? You understand? You know why I go to school and no toilet can't flush because the whole of them bung up. Me not hear you say, Ruan,
It's like anything when that come down once you step in, just go back
it
up.
just go right back.
Automatic.
No, man, I tell him I'm going to something. No, man, I'm going to some toilet, man. And when they, like you well want to do your thing and when you're going there, you know want to do it again, do it in there now say and turn back. You understand? Yeah, so we kind of realize how the trickiness and how challenging the matter is for the principal there and so forth. And we appreciate the patience on the part of the listeners who love on the mix-up, and as soon as they not get the mix-up, when they start complaining. That was a mix-up. Right? That was a mix-up. You understand? And sitting. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too.
And how are you?
I am doing quite well. And you?
I'm okay. This is the first time on your show, and this is the first time I'm actually listening to you. And you kind of sound pretty interesting.
All right.
I have always heard persons talking about the show and stuff like that, and say, well, I need to listen to it. So it is pretty interesting, and I think that you really stand up for persons on a whole, which is good.
Right,
and we get to meet new people and see what persons in Jamaica are like overall.
See it. We keep it real, you know. We want people know some of the things and we are going in our country where them don't know are going. You understand?
Out a weekend for him and her, pay the money and everything for him and her to get some sort out.
Right.
No, him go inside the room and everything and them start and everything. And him said before him start, the woman start scream out and bawl out and give me this son, dash out this son, whatever. So he was so shocked that he had to stop. And him said, take time. I should beat down the wall, I should jerk up the bed, and it's like she actually performing everything.
Him did start already?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And she just start one back and I like, ram it here, so give me this, fling it up in on me, and one back of some beer excitement and I lick over in front of him.
Everything, I lick over furniture and fling up, yes, and whatever. And so he's a quiet person, so he doesn't really like drama, you understand?
Yes.
But when he meets her, she talks so proper, like how I talk.
Right.
So she talks so proper that him thinks, yo, well, I want a nice girl and whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't know that she was that type of person. No, doing all of that with her, him saying just hurry up and pop.
Right. And done it.
Anytime he come out, him saying just go straight downstairs and chat to the manager and say, yo, let me tell you this, tonight I lose
Yeah.
That's another joke, yes. Him go now and say him go back upstairs. Him go upstairs now and she says she ready again. Him said no, him can't do it, and she still a forcing. She said, all right, she deal with her thing on him. He never move that time there. Him eventually fall asleep. The two of them fall asleep.
Right.
When him just jump up out and sleep, go in a bathroom, him look on the watch and say, like, to him, it's 5 minutes after 6, because him go upstairs, go tell her some mix-up, say, him a police officer and them call him on duty and that's why I'm not like police and
Right.
So he said to her, me go get up early and leave. Eventually when he wake up the morning, him just look on the clock, glimpse it in on, that he go read the sign properly, jump in at the bath, go shower everything, put on him suit, ready for cut, leave the woman, you know, she's still sleeping.
Right.
Him go beside her now, wake her up and say, you know, so me I go away. She said, but we are go, yeah, woman. You know, she said 6 minutes past 1 in the morning, you know. But the whole, it's like, the way I tell it to us and stuff like that, it was just hilarious.
No, I treat anxious to leave, you know.
Him a run, leave the woman in and sleep. Him just jump in at the bathroom. When him look at 6, it's not even 6 o'clock yet.
6 minutes past 1.
6 minutes past 1. Him have to stay there and go and fool around with her or whatever until eventually him leave. Him say, she a call, she'll never get him again. Because women can be, him say, him like hearing it, yeah, and you can talk and stuff like that, don't be quiet. But not like that.
No, no, big and serious. You have some woman just make one bag of extra nice and go out one whole heap of things. You know, sometimes them all frighten you, you know. Sometimes them all frighten you, know. And the thing is, in a fit them mind, you know, the man likes that.
Him love it.
The man will like that and whatever. And they make one only put Jesus Christ, my belly, no sir, no, why, murder, he's like, shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah.
You understand?
It really, really, really gets me. And trust me, the emotion and all that, being a quiet person.
Yeah.
And it's like, she wants everybody here. I have that same problem with my roommates, you know, because when them are dealing with them things, them just noisy, a bang bang down the place. Like, nobody needs to know your business. You live with your man, you're not going to feel that much pain after a while. You understand?
No, but listen to me. You see, when it really happens naturally, it's fun, you know. Nothing wrong, you know. But if you have women who think that once them start sort out, they must behave that way. It's not the sort out that cause them to behave that way there, you know. It's like a for them pantomime, that a for them acting thing, and you have to do that for the man and to make them feel good. Damn foolishness.
No, man, no. It don't work out.
I don't like it. It's a turn off for me. They have a next set again. They have a next set again when you hear them do the thing. Them I run up and down, I run on the bed and thing.
I know, but the place and a giggle.
And for them thing is that they must act fear and you must come hold them and take it. And they must run like a damn guinea chick. I go around them and I say, my girl, turn to the top of your damn foolishness.
Yeah. Like some picnic thing and them.
Yeah, you gotta run at them and them are going like them a Veronica train.
And then afterwards they're like, oh yeah, you don't want to play with me no more or nothing like that. But that is not it. Is just that the fact that you act stupid.
It's a turn off for me. It's very silly. It's stupid. It's dumb. You understand? But anyway, respect for your mix-up here.
Same. I like to send out a big up to all of Crucial Conflict, Deborah Brasser, Lady Pasha, Fox, everybody.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bless up.
Okay, bye.
Okay. We're going to break soon forward.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things them.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in I-77. Blessings and respect. Yeah. Good afternoon, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Ragashanti.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, long time listener, first time call. I call from Bronx, New York.
Bronx, New York. Big up yourself, my king. Why go down up there now? Why go down?
Regular punish strong, regular man, you know?
Cooler, man.
We call him regular melon man, the punish. Now, I want to go to the pregnancy Mixup.
Yeah.
Now, I'm here, mother, over to you apart there, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to take this to me a couple years ago, sitting about 20 years old now.
Yeah.
So she bring about 7 tickets and give me.
Uh-huh.
I'm put the tickets on the insurance at a regular money boy and I told them there. Get to understand Ragashanti, they pick me a girl at school in a different man name. And when the other man now will pick the chance to pick the girl at school, they pick him what name. When the people want the birth certificate, don't forget the birth certificate, the people do it for me name. So more I have to follow up on who the picnic for me, and for the man who should put in her name. Right? She could plan in a wheelchair, you know what? She's not telling you that part there.
But she quick plan in a wheelchair. What did happen to her?
And the mother crippled in a wheelchair, and not telling you that part.
Who?
The mother.
The mother. The woman, right?
Yeah.
Now, but me say, what happened to her makes she cripple?
Well, I mean, no, she used to bother man like 10 years to today, so.
Okay, so how old the youth is now?
You, it's a girl, she's about 20 years old now.
Okay, Zane. So,
One time we have furniture, girl, you know.
eh?
I'm going to we have furniture room, girl. I'm going to work at the 7 man in the bed, and I have back on the tool, and I'm going like, thief! I said, tell me, see, I feel me pick me, I'm end up the pick me after the other man. So what the other man on New York, I tell me, say, boy, I want to say, pick the kid for the pitney, and the pitney in a female name. So I go sign paper, pick the pitney out of female name, for doing a female name.
So you see the man in New York and the man say he want to send for the pitney, but the birth certificate in a your name?
Yeah.
But you send the pitney go school in a man name?
In a man name.
So none of you know who are really the father then?
And that no one knows. The more you don't shout out the girl at Reggae Park, where every pitney girl school in a different man named from Waterloo. The other man in New York want to know if I feel pitney after the other man pitney. I said, I don't know much if they call me.
Ruan, pay attention, you know, because if anything, Ruan, pay attention here, because when you say she have your number, so she must call you.
She have my number. She can call me.
All right, Miss Lady.
She was Reggae Park and the man, where she give the business to come from Waterloo.
All right, stop right there, so don't send them more specific information. Miss Lady will live at Reggae Park, where you have one man from Waterloo, will come from Waterloo. You send the pitney in a man the name, but the pitney birth certificate in this man that we are called where they are Bronx, New York. The man want to know what is what, who is really the father. You understand? Because the man want to send for the pitney, but the pitney in the call of your name, the birth certificate, so they might tell him, say, I'm going to sign over the pitney or whatever. But listen, what you must know, though, you know, even if I'm a file for you, know, the U.S. Embassy presently require that you do a DNA test, you know. Oh, the caller gone. Look like we lose the caller. All right, boss, you will just call up in our Bronx. What you must know is that, you see, even before them get this, so them have to submit the birth certificate. So him can't even file for her. Unless, you know. What me ask, you understand what I say, Ruan? Like the matter of using a DNA test. The matter of using a DNA test to determine if he's really the father is inconsequential now if you can't even file for her. Because in order to file for her, your name have to depend on the birth certificate. After your name depend on the birth certificate, then they are required for do the DNA test. Some swear them and say, him can't even file for her right, you know. In other words, only him could have filed for her, you know. The one who called. But there's a risk, because the one who called can go file for her, you know, and then it turn up. So when them say, go do the DNA test, and him and not the father, and she get knocked right there, so. Because them know if not going to send her up or whatever. Usually the way them run them thing, the boom, them are going to say Lego. You understand? No, I see it, but not here, no, man. I see it. I see she style, man. I see lady upon the fan wall. I see she style. You know, man, I can't disagree, you know, but it's when them going upon a level with it. I love her, man, whatever. And you know what? I just true. It's like, say, you pay attention to certain things. And when them say you pay attention to certain things, them end up start go hard now to get attention. You understand? What? Right. I know, that may I notice. It's just like true, me react to certain things and whatever. So she see what going right now, and she come and violate and disrespect. No. But me not pay her, man. Do your thing, Miss Lady. You alright. Me say, you could have deal with me around the show. You think this way you become popular because a family now in place. I know exactly what I do. I go on like a phone thing alone. For someone can run for you like here. But anyway, give me a next caller. Good afternoon. Hello.
Governor.
Striker!
Yes,
oh, yeah, say Striker. I don't like how you scare something thing, you know.
No, man, I don't work, man. Them pick my gun, but I'm still there, man. I lag, man.
You see it. Everything is everything.
I just show me them, man. Where do you, man?
Cool. Striker, you did that Mixup An Blenda?
Where do you?
Oh, Lord, man. I never see.
The video, man. I see me talk up the things, them, man, right when the man asks how the show go on, man. Just run back that.
All right. Now say a word here.
Yeah, but me don't want to come put up 2 box, but boy, me I tell you, the man just send me back.
Oh, the gentleman who you go.
Yeah.
But the box down, it go on good though.
Yeah, man, me don't want to put on 2. Because them man, all the big face, man, him up there too long, man.
Yeah, him should have get couple box, no?
I want to put him him back, man.
All right.
Yeah,
mama, they are wallet to them.
Anyway, I want a little piece of mix up me I give on the little topic there.
Yeah.
You one girl, she bust a can pan a man and say she pregnant.
Yeah.
And I suck her about 15 grand and fine. After that, the man start buy up baby things. But when him start that, now him start feel, so now something went down fishy.
Yeah.
So him decide to carry her to doctor and she said she forgive him the money, make she go on a doctor.
Yeah.
Him no want to do it, so him say him and her go, so she end up about to turn up and the man gets to find out everything. So you see the baby things then when she get,
yeah,
she give her friend and when she can give, she give and sell some of them. I don't know what the flip script you know.
Yeah.
And guess what, months after that she now go get pregnant for one workless book.
Well.
So I'm the cardiac grade.
Yeah, without cardiac grade, you know film thing or whatever. You know them.
Report, you know.
Yeah.
Go recycle them, you know.
Yeah.
And go and bounce them because things get sticky.
Okay, you see it.
But we want to talk about the little issue. We want to talk about the little daggering and with the man thing them now. All them are performing at the bedroom.
Talk up, yeah.
You see, I see some of them are roll, you know. It just come like says a war them go, so them are work with them ammunition.
You see?
You understand me?
You see?
When time, all right, listen, them are go deal with that thing now, right?
Yeah.
Hear me now, if you go enter a room, bro, you enter with caution, no?
Yeah.
You know, enter a room, suppose it's a 36 inches doorway.
Yeah.
You know, say, boy, the one day you go and bank it.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
If it's a 2-foot doorway, you take time and go down in a gum lane.
Yeah.
And you go around your corner, and you go and stay right, when I go it up now, you know.
Yeah.
You go and stay up on marble lane and go and do the bounce it there, so. Until you get a little exam and you don't know say everything. You get a good so like you go lick down that and everything. And some of them go go work on them hungry raga. If under too much spliff, 20 spliff a day. You understand me?
See
they under too much weed.
Too
much weed, them waistline stiff, them it look like them peg, them waistline peg.
You see?
Them can't go on and just run them, can't run them waistline, can't go on. Some of them young boy, even big man too. Look like them want a thing a double D fat around it.
Well, on, what you tell me, say, as a woman, you say, like, the man, them stop whining, them a joke, I be a ram. I be a ram.
Yeah.
But that is unfortunate, man.
I be a ram.
I be a ramming a guan, and whereas you as a woman.
I'm out the crystal ball.
What much? What you say, when them a.
When I'm saying a crystal ball gone deeper, you know.
Okay.
And that's some of them girls I love too.
But that is true. That is true.
Because if you not do them, say, come like say you not do nothing.
Like you not do nothing. Yes, right.
But for all another woman when they've not prayed away there.
Then that me I tell you is like them, them not really know, them the romance thing they on the decrease, you know.
No man, they not do nothing near romance, man. I love some big one, bap, ram. They don't know if to turn it around and push it back in.
No, but sometimes when y'all do that to them, say you're idiot yourself. You not deal with the thing wicked.
You go one doorway, you know, and the doorway at 36. You know, go on bank.
Yeah.
And the door jam on bank.
Yeah.
And if it's a 2 foot, you know, so you take your time and go down with caution and go and work in.
Right.
You know, go in and book back, and just around them line can't go in. Some of them want some caramel porridge.
Okay. Oh. So what you say? If the doorway.
Probably them need some little okra juice because it look like them waistline stiff.
Okay, Mr. So what you say? If the doorway big, if it just go and bank.
Go and bank it, man. Just go and step on the door jam and bank.
But you know, enough of them don't even know what you talk about this, you know. But we can't get no details. We can't get
But if they don't understand this code, what am I going to understand?
Well, we leave it up. Me always say slant, but I see him think you attack, you know. I see him think I refer to.
When am I going to them well fast?
May I tell you?
Can't even stand up them here red like dragon.
Hey, you know, it's amazing to me how many of the young people they take Viagra and all and something.
True, come here, when I reach with one of my son up the road and him say him have a seen busted him the left it in and when I say where him so? No stone.
So it's a beam stone name busted.
Left that cause some girl go like say them a ninja.
No, man, it's a level of competition I go on out there with the sort out. I'm not afraid for talk. Hey, me not tell you.
Come here, my friend too, you know. So she love it too, you know.
No, but Striker, you don't know so far you deal with the thing at some point.
You know,
Well,
right now she paying up.
Striker, where you say right now she paying up?
Lord God, if you're not going, go home.
Well,
And then after her to take bed all 2-3 days.
yeah. Striker. Yeah, Striker. Striker, you know, so far you do your thing at some point, you reach a point, you have to hold it and deal with it wicked, don't you? And that's a part of the game.
But with rough, but
yeah, but all the while, the whole thing must always be like that from start to end. Oh, me glad me reach a stage. Striker, me glad me reach a stage of my life. I have nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. You can leave and go talk anything you want to talk. Me don't give a damn. You understand?
Where you go?
You see it. But anyway, I say a word here with the I want to say me.
Satisfy yourself and cut.
All right, Striker, I say a word
You
here.
large up root and potty belly, big up yourself.
All right. I blessings and respect, man. Striker in the building and thing. I don't know original call of that from a longer while and thing. We give thanks and thing. And I will link it, that foundation up in the something, yeah? Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, Raga.
Greetings.
Prodigy root there, they're afraid, you know.
Why?
Because, I tell her, I say, I'm going to call up her name, but I'm not ready for her today, so I tell her, you know. But you know, I'm going to tell you still.
Yeah, my family.
And I don't think you fully understand it either, you know. You have a kind of impact, you know. And I tell you, say, tremendous.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And, you see, just like the other day there, the little crisscross thing go down.
Yeah.
And people might focus on a little mix-up, but a whole heap of way have a one little thing go on, you know.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I'm going to tell people, tell women them, say, you know, can commiserate with you and all of that, but other people go through certain things. That's what you know I'm going to tell them, not so.
Right.
So more time, that are just like a drop in the ocean, you know, because I say, no, for we have our own little thing, but still we understand it's a real problem called real solution, not so.
Yeah.
They are, me are listening on the link thing and Ray, you know?
Yeah.
But me understand the necessity to and the psychology behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me are sure you say, well, the realest thing, you know, you can't protect him, you know. You know that because look on Kennedy and Reagan. You see what happened to them money, them drop out. Because here what me I say. And the same thing go for the other side, you know. Because that's how we kind of left out more time, you know.
Yeah.
We are focused on our friends, say, yeah. We friend them right, and that's the family, you know, so we go back Raga and Ray. But, and we forget about the other side of the people, them. So them have their own struggle too, you know. Because
Right.
Read your Bible.
Right.
I want to read here.
Right.
I have a look at scripture say, unless the Lord watch the city, you know. You know what happened? The watchman are watching in vain.
You see it.
No, God love the whole of it, not so.
You see it, it goes so.
But yet still, you know, when the whole of we have with this youth, you know, we want God take side, you know. It's a shake up thing, you know.
Nah, but it was that thing, you see, where me did Stewart for a long while, and to his credit, he's actually a very private person. And the thing did kind of reach a point where one of the parties, the young lady, actually contacted me. I was asked to intervene. So, you know, I did still back off and thing. And then when we see it reach a point where certain threats were being made, you know, I say, yo, you know what, I'm going to get involved now. And we all reach an agreement. And then after we reach an agreement, you know, somebody just explode the thing and just go up on the internet with a piece of hype there, whatever, this and that. And then...
You understand all of
that? And then at the same time, them start move to the youth a certain way. I jump in right there and I said, no, don't worry yourself, man. Nothing now go on this. Yeah, you there, we're going to protect you. So I just certain specific things we are talking about for protect him. But at the end of the day, he have to learn for himself, no?
No, that's what I tell you. I understand the whole of that, you know. I appreciate the line where you take with him too.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, you show me spot him wrong and where
exactly.
As I try to tell you, say, that is just a little thing because whole heap of we have one little thing. I got you.
Right.
I try to show you, say, that one of the wickedest thing we can do have to make God take side. Because remember, saying we have a little thing, we are never the bad one,
Yeah.
We are the good one, don't forget,
You see?
And who we are the thing against them are our enemy.
Right.
At the same time, the enemy have we as them enemy. So really two enemy, we just damn bad.
No, but at this, I'm going to be honest with you, Dwayne. I would like to believe me, I have the capacity to say, you know, some wrong. Because, for example, what if someone come up here and then go, so Ray, and then them say, boom, bam. I say, you know what? No. If I saw it really go, then we wrong. Right? So I know some have that in me. If I say, no, we're wrong. And, you know, if there are consequences, we're wrong. But at the same time, it's the level where you dep on. I understand it, but I not lie. I not too really pray that if me don't see where a man, if it's very clear what a man out for do, want to do to me not go engage in them type of thinking. I go choose my battles carefully, I not go fight all of them. But me not go engage and I say, well, he's my enemy, but I know say him see me as female enemy too, and we have to understand I'm not ask God to take side. No, if I war, I war. Don't enter a war if you're not, if your goal is not for win. Leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? So, if me not fight with somebody, I not think about for them interest. I think about for them interest for. Because the point I make is, I would not have gone into the fight were it not clear to me that you don't hold my interest at heart.
Raga, me understand all your profile. Me understand your point. So, you preach the convert, But me I say generally, you see, if we just more time, if we just say, yo, when we have a little vibe go on, see, sometimes we even pray for enemy, realize, say, boy, and not even enemy again, if you even remember just the good times they used to have, realize the biggest enemy are just how we think, You see what I mean?
Well, that is true. That is true.
But you see, I remember upon the Mixup family, they are running and say, boy, if link to make, link to make, and I say, look, then, but the good thing about it, that natural, but that can escalate. But the good thing, I'm on the call back and bust a prayer, you remember that man there?
Right.
And I say, all right, so the family don't last.
Right.
This come in and say, don't watch them.
Right.
So because, look here, you're like a father to Chris Cross,
Yeah.
But look here, and he's an icon. Look for Ninja Man and him son. As simple as I take it, I try to show you something that could have worked out, see with you, You have to look on the big picture.
I know, but no, what I'm saying to you, what you are saying, we were there. You see, what you are saying overflow? Yeah. We did it and we did it for a while. And it's important that you understand that. We were there because when they did whatever, you say, oh, you attack, right? And I saw me did attack. And it went on like that for a while. And when at some point you can be just so understanding about your enemy. Because what I'm saying to you, you can be too understanding about your enemy. I see people too understanding about them enemy, and them enemy just trample over them and step up on them and treat them like whatever. And them still understanding, and them I love them enemy, and them I turn the other cheek. Sometimes you have to make people know, say, yo, if you're at it, me prepare for be hotter head than you. And it's so them probably low you, or if they move to your same, you have to just defend yourself.
That is all a different thing and all the power
in
the society. More, but it says it's really a scripture, me just want to run off, but no one boring up your thing, You see what I mean?
So them been signaling, because we're supposed to finish at 4 to 5 for them to prepare for nationwide at 5, here? No, so we're not this year anything, here?
All right.
All right.
All right. That's Psalm 27. Might read it another day then.
All right then, Papa. Blessings, here? Psalm 27.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, people. I saw the thing set and whatever and thing, and do remember the high point of the show are the big mix-up them will make we laugh, but I'm tired for telling them. I'm telling them every day. The show is organic. It's life. It have ebbs and it have flows, and it go up and it go down, and it expand and it contracts. And some of them notice an impatience pound apart. When we get some mix-up with shell down and make them laugh and pop up, I want to come out and want to hear them mix up the every day. It doesn't work like that. It never has, and it never will. Just like life. You can't have good times straight all the time. You understand? And when a rough time come in, you have to learn how to work with them too. And that is the nature of the show. And if you're not getting what you want, just go listen to something else. Don't spread your negativity and your vitriol amongst the people and who enjoy the thing and whatever. right? Because you not get good mix-up or because you talk to a principal who not get disrespectful and whatever this and that. Me not rate enough for that. So go about to the business. Go take one yourself. Go chuck off in a cemetery or something, right?